segment and be with you on Facebook Live and YouTube. Shirley says we are, and I will attempt to find that, as will you. All right, coming up on today's show, it appears we are. So well done, Shirley, CJ, and crew. Coming up on the program, we'll have our ECU practice report, our Flight by Yingling ECU practice report. We'll hear from Mike Houston, Donnie Kirkpatrick, and Blake Harrell ahead of the Navy game coming up on Saturday. Also on the show today, NFL talk on a Friday, 4 o'clock. Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com. We will talk Panthers, Giants briefly, recap that one from last week, and get you set for week 3 of the NFL. We'll have our picks. We'll run through all the games. Maybe a little fantasy football talk. Amari Cooper got my fantasy week started off right last night. And Tony had a question. I've got a quarterback question that I've already answered, but I want to get y'all's take on it as well, as far as fantasy football goes. So if you have any start-sit questions, you can fire those off, and we'll discuss that in hour number 2 of today's show. Back to ECU football in hour 3 with Morgan Aylers, voice of Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, and also Brian North will be covering the action tomorrow at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. We'll talk to both of those gentlemen coming up later on in the show today. So we got all that and a lot more coming up on this Friday. Shirley Rhodes is here, CJ Schaefer is here, and great to see Chandler Honeycutt here.
PRL crew, let's ride.
Chandler is...
PRL viewers and listeners, let's ride.
Chandler is on one today. He is excited. It is his birthday weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a full day off of work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So he is. You're feeling good heading into this football weekend.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited to be hanging out with my family tomorrow. They're coming into town. Gosh, it's been forever since I've been able to enjoy a tailgate and enjoy a ECU football game with my parents, and I'll be able to do that tomorrow. So very excited. I will be turning 24 tomorrow, so 24 on the 24th, and very excited for a full day of fun, and we will be having you guys on at our tailgate listening to the Bud Light pregame tailgate.
So kind of you. I will be turning an age coming up November 1st later this year. That is a Tuesday, and I think I'm ready to hand over the reins to Chandler Honeycutt to host Pirate Radio Live that day. What do you think?
Let's do it.
You in?
Why not?
All right. Why are you making a face and a noise?
Face.
What'd you eat for lunch?
I didn't have anything. I haven't had anything to eat today.
I
haven't had a single bite to eat.
You are just running on adrenaline right now?
I've had a bottle of water. That's it.
What?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Birthday adrenaline going on here or something?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right.
I'm excited, man. But look, I talked to you about this off the air. I'm excited every Friday. You're like, oh my God, you're excited today. You're excited. Okay.
I don't see you a lot on Fridays.
Well, and that's true. That's true. But I am excited on Friday. Well, first of all, it's Friday, and it's Pirate Football Eve. I'm excited. Last time you saw me on a Friday on the show was Week 1 versus NC State. I was excited.
That didn't go well.
I know.
And you know what? I didn't go to that game. And guess what? You're here on a Friday, and I'm not going to the game tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
Bad trends.
Oh, boy.
As we head into the weekend. Stan says, smash the like button.
Smash it, boys.
He's not wrong. He is not wrong at all. Josh Thomas says, Clipper, happy game day eve. Tell all those fine folks out in Radioland to smash that like. Also, happy birthday, Chandler Honeycutt.
Thanks, Josh. Thank you, buddy. Can I get a birthday song today?
No. Is today your birthday?
No.
All right. Then no song for you. If you would like to call in and sing happy birthday to Chandler, you can, 317-1250. But I do not sing happy birthday to people if it's not their birthday. That's one thing I won't do. I'll do a lot of things in this world. That's one thing I'll never do. Ever.
You know what else I don't like to do? My grandma, I went to go see my grandma last week.
Go visit your grandma?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a shame. You don't like to do that?
No, I like to do that.
I'm sure she loves to see you. Why don't you like...
No, I went and saw her, and she asked me, did I want my birthday present now? And I said no.
What?
Nope. It could be $10,000. I don't want because I'm a believer in not getting a birthday present before your birthday.
Well, you just asked us to sing you a song before your birthday.
That's different. And it's because I'm not going to be here tomorrow, and I just wanted to hear y'all sing happy birthday to me. But it's okay. It's fine. But I'm not accepting any birthday presents.
Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow or beyond.
If you see them out at the tailgate lots, at the tailgate zone, say hey, say happy birthday. Hey, Chandler, we'll sing it for you tomorrow on the show.
Okay.
But can't do it today. Sorry.
That's all right. I understand.
All right. Let's fire up the old rundown. Putting CJ Schaefer to work here on a Friday. CJ, let's see some of your handiwork, and we'll start with East Carolina and Navy. The Pirates, a 17-point favorite against the Midshipmen. And this team playing with a lot of confidence right now, coming off 2 wins, coming off a win over Navy last year. Navy coming off a bye. Does that concern you at all?
Well, it does, because Navy. You don't see Navy starting the season 0-2, and I believe this is like the second or third time since Mike Houston's been the head coach here that we're facing Navy off of bye week. So Navy's had an off week. They're trying to trying to rebuild, trying to figure out what's going on with their program. They're going to come in here hungry. I am always nervous about Navy. I don't care what their record is.
Yeah.
The triple option always scares me. Obviously, the history shows that the Pirates have struggled against it. Last year, they were toe-to-toe against a 2-7 team at the time at Navy. So it's going to be a dogfight. I'm still very nervous about the line, which I'm assuming is still at 17. So, yes, it does scare me that they're coming off a bye week.
Question.
Especially early in the season.
Alan pointing out that we gave a birthday song to a dog the other day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Is there something wrong with that?
Yeah. Y'all will sing to a dog that wasn't even here, and y'all will not sing.
Whoa! You got something against Arthur?
Oh no!
It was his birthday. That's why we sang it.
And I'm sure Patrick got home and played the song for him, so he did hear it.
Yeah. You want us to pet you?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You been a good boy? All he's had is water. He's like a dog. Do we have any treats we can give Chandler?
Your boy.
I'm panting the
Can you bring his bowl in here? This man needs a drink. Chad smashed the like and shared the feed. He knows his job as a listener of the show. Thank you, Chad.
Can people be like Chad? We always say don't be a Chad.
Yeah.
Actually, in this case, be a Chad.
Don't be a Chad, be the Chad.
Be the Chad and go beyond. We already expect you to hit the like, smash the sub. Do one more and share our broadcast. Share Facebook and share YouTube. Do one more, folks.
All right. CJ, Navy off by East Carolina. How you feeling?
Worried, but not as worried as past years playing Navy. Chandler said a lot of it. Navy, I think, is not as good as they have been in previous years. East Carolina, on the other hand, is better than they have been in previous years. So the gap is wider than it has been in recent games. But at the same time, the triple offense, it's pretty unpredictable at times. It's hard to prepare for. I forget who mentioned it earlier in the week, but last year when it took a game-winning field goal to beat Navy, they were 2-7 at the time. Mm-hmm. So it's not a team that you can just come in and expect to roll over. And what I've liked is that throughout the week, all the coaches, all the players that we've talked to, nobody is taking them lightly. 0-2 means nothing. They know the history of Navy football. They know how good they can be. So you just got to take them seriously.
How about you, Clip? How do you feel with Navy coming into town off a bye week? What is your answer?
So if we made a chart with like terrified, concerned, worried,
Panic.
Scared, okay, great, good, great, or
confident.
How many tiers are there here?
A lot. Optimistic, cautiously optimistic. I'm between optimistic and cautiously optimistic. I'm not that cautious in my optimism, but I'm not at full optimism. Mm-hmm. Now, here's some obvious football talk here. Pirates do what they did last week. Don't turn it over. don't have a special teams miscue, meltdown, block.
Limit penalties.
Yeah, like you do those things, you're already the more talented team in this game. You do those things, we should feel great about our chances to win this game. So for that reason, I do feel confident heading into this contest.
I want to put one out there that I think the coaches and stuff have mentioned, but it deserves some discussion. Navy is going to go out there and have lots of long possessions as they do, 7, 8, 9-minute possessions. I'm not saying ECU needs to match those possessions, but you need to take care of the football to the point where you get at least a few first downs, and you'd like to score every drive, of course, but maybe a little unreasonable. But you can't go out there and continuously get 3 and outs and keep putting the defense back out there. Obviously, that's something you don't want to do every week.
What if you have 2-play drives, keep Mitchell scores on a touchdown?
Well, there's only so much you can do there. Obviously, you'd rather score than not score.
It sounds like Donnie, when asked this week, kind of something about that was, yeah, in a perfect world, you'd like to have a long drive. But he said the only thing in his contract is to win. So if that is quick drives, then so be it.
Yeah, whatever you can make work, obviously. But what you don't want is to keep giving the ball away, especially without points, and, continuous 3 and outs, and now Navy's just winding your defense down.
Because you might get we've seen it before. ECU's gotten 3 possessions and a half against Navy.
Right.
And
You're going to make them count.
You can't have that, especially if you're giving up touchdowns. All right, so we'll be with you 2 o'clock Bud Light pregame tailgate. Let us know how you're feeling. Jack is a certified smasher. That'd be a cool T-shirt. Jack Dover. He comes from a family of smashers.
Family.
His cousin Ben.
All right, Troy.
Well, Troy's not here. Somebody had to say it.
Yeah, that's true.
Why not me?
Nobody had to.
I thought we were having fun on a Friday. What happened?
I don't like to have fun.
You know what? Can you take Chandler for a walk? Can you take him outside?
I need to go use the bathroom.
He needs to run around. He's scratching at the door in here. I don't know what he's doing. You got fleas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thursday night football.
Oh, now we're really not having fun.
Steelers. Mitch Trubisky, 20 of 32.
Good God.
Why does it say Mitch? His name's Mitchell, right?
It is Mitchell. I thought he specifically said he wants to go by Mitchell, too.
Yeah. Well, Mitch was 20 of 32, 207 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. He stinks. Their offense.
When are y'all going to toss him to the side and bring in Kenny Pickett? When is that going to be determined?
I don't know if it's going to matter, but I would have to imagine Kenny Pickett's a better option.
Why doesn't it matter?
I think the offensive line is bad, regardless. And I think that's part of the reason why Kenny Pickett was listed as 3rd in the depth chart as opposed to 2nd. If you don't want to put him in this year and, have him running for his life because this offensive line isn't going to block a thing, you don't want to run the risk of having your potential future franchise quarterback injured.
How about this? How about move over OBJ? This is probably the only positive last night for the Steelers, but George Pickens with an absolute beauty of a grab.
Yeah.
And I think that just overshadowed OBJ's catch, one-handed catch.
OBJ's was a touchdown. This guy had 2 catches for 3 yards.
Okay. We're talking about this one singular catch.
And he lost.
One singular catch.
All right.
Thank you, Chandler.
You think this catch is going to be more memorable than OBJ's?
Did they win that game? I really don't know. I don't know if they won that game.
I'm going to say yes, but I don't know. But it is.
What does it matter if they lost or won? It's still a great catch.
Fine, but it's not going to overtake OBJ's for the most spectacular catch.
Because he didn't win the football game?
No, because OBJ's was a touchdown. It was against Dallas, primetime.
Well, that's true. The Browns don't matter.
What does that matter? It was a ridiculous. If he would have done a backflip and done it, it'd be like, well, they lost and it wasn't a touchdown. It doesn't make any sense. It could have been like alien type stuff, the way he caught it. And it's not good because he didn't score a touchdown. They lost the football game. Are you kidding me? What the hell's wrong with you? Well, he didn't score a touchdown, but damn.
I like how passionate you are about this. But yeah, it's not better than OBJ's.
Okay.
They lost.
I respect it. And it was only a 20-yard gain. I mean, that is so lame.
It was a 36-yard catch. Those happen every day.
Hey, but it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
He didn't score, and they lost the football
They
game.
lost to the Browns.
That is bad.
It is bad. You're right.
And you know who else lost to the Browns, buddy?
Clip, do the Commanders play the Browns this year?
Nobody in this room, well, one person in this room has not lost to the Browns. Washington plays the South. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize this until my buddy Jeff Cannon sent me a text and said Commanders Browns and gave me the date. So our extra game, that extra stupid 17th game, is against the Browns this year.
Oh,
and now I'm terrified because they're going to sweep Pirate Radio and beat everybody. So we got them, I think, at the end of the year. All right. I thought Jacoby Brissett was having a big night because I didn't watch the first half. I got caught up on Survivor, and it was a long episode, so I didn't get to the NFL game until the second half. But I had Amari Cooper playing, so I was paying attention to him. And David Njoku had 9 catches for 89 yards and a touchdown. And I'm like, dang, Brissett must have went off. Well, he only had 220 yards passing. Those guys combined for 190 yards. So outside of Cooper and Njoku, nobody really did anything in the passing game. But Brissett did enough, 2 touchdowns, 220 yards, and got their second win of the year. They should be 3-0 right now.
I wonder how many career wins Jacoby Brissett has had over his career, because I feel like that's what he does. He's like your ultimate backup quarterback. He does enough to get the job done when you need to. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, that's what. No offense, but I mean, that he did what he needed to do to get a win over a
not good team.
Not good.
You can say it. You can say
team. I don't want to offend you because I can't say much because my team stinks.
Well,
sucks.
Let's see if this is updated. Looks like it is. Man, shout out to statmuse.com.
Very great. Very.
I love the cartoon character.
All right.
How many wins?
Jacoby Brissett is 16-24.
That's not bad for a pretty much career backup.
Man,
that's not bad.
I agree with you though. I'm serious. Yeah. That's not too shabby.
I hear what we're saying, but like 16-24, and we're
but if I said Charlie Batch was almost 500 for a career, that would be awesome.
Charlie Batch. What did old Charles have?
Now we're just going to do this the rest of the show.
All right, after this, how many did Ryan Fitzpatrick have?
Man, StatMuse. Charlie Batch, 25-30.
Wow. All right, that's pretty good.
Not bad. Awesome. Damn, Charlie. Way to go, buddy.
Not bad at all. Who's a Panthers backup? You want to look up?
Anderson had a few wins, but he wasn't there long enough to get like a bunch of wins. And then it's probably going to show his wins in Arizona and Cleveland.
I don't think I have his record.
I don't know. We've had so many different quarterbacks in the past 3 or 4 years. But Derek Anderson was the prime backup quarterback for Cam Newton for those years.
Think this is funny?
This stuff, seriously.
Last night in college football, West, by God, Virginia.
My God.
Played against Virginia Tech, and I think West Virginia won. I can't find the score right now.
That's terrible. That's awful.
Nah, that's brutal, right?
That is just there. It is. It just popped up out of nowhere.
33-10 was that score. Virginia Tech stinks. So West Virginia moving to 2-2 on the year. Did Coastal win? I believe they did.
They squeaked one out, I think.
Squeaked? They were a big.
Oh, were they?
41-24.
Yeah, they squeaked that out.
A squeaker. CJ,
Georgia State sucks.
Do you understand what numbers are?
I was watching my team last night.
You think Jacoby Brissett's record's good? You think a 17-point game is a squeaker? I think you just don't know.
You think a catch is not good because they didn't win?
Yeah.
A touchdown.
We're flipping this back around.
You stupid.
Stupid.
I last night was watching football.
Okay.
At Johnson Stadium.
Brady with an awesome comment saying, "Exit Sandman." And instead of enter. Exit Sandman.
Let's all take a moment to acknowledge that.
I like that. That was good. By the way, before we move on, squad unite.
Squad Unite Entertainment.
He said, thanks for answering my questions yesterday, Clipper. Going above and beyond the call of service. Now you can get DJ Captain to not say anything when we walk out of the tunnel.
Jesus Christ, you got a lot of demands. What? Well, you want complete silence when we walk out? What does he say? Here come the Pirates? I'm not there for kickoffs.
The Pirates.
What does he say when they walk out?
Here come the Pirates.
So squad.
You want me to say it again?
No.
Squad.
A Squad Unite Entertainment doesn't want you to say it. He wants some silence.
We should have a silent game where the whole stadium's quiet until we get like a first down.
Can you get DJ Captain to not say anything? The answer to that is no. I'm not his boss. I'm not his daddy. I can't do that, Squad. I can do a lot of things.
You ain't my daddy.
But I can't do that. Call me a coward if you want to.
Oh, man. Guys. Oh, this is special. This is just absolutely special. I got a text from a dear friend.
Oh.
And his name is Bo Bats.
Uh-oh.
Bo says, hey, buddy, Bo Bats, PCGSL here. Thanks for letting
All right,
us
Bo, relax. We know
Early
who you
happy
are.
birthday, my friend. 24? I have socks older than you. LOL. And I love how he spaces it out.
LOL.
I love how he spaces everything out.
I like that, too. It's easier to read.
Yes.
Easier on the eyes.
Thanks, Bo. I appreciate it.
Little tip for you youngsters out there. When you shoot off an email, one of those emails you fire off, give some spaces in there, man. Do a little double space action to...
Ain't gonna hurt.
Here's what I like to do. I like to do a little intro sentence or two. Hey, Clip Rock here from Pirate Radio. And then return, enter. And I'll say, hey, just here's the meat of the bone, what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Enter. And then kind of recap it all.
Yep.
Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. Hope you're doing well. Yada, yada, yada. A couple more enters, and then my name. That way, it's not all jumbled together. It's not just a word mess.
So it's like an essay. Like you have your intro, you have your body.
Yeah.
By the way, that body is absurd. And then you also have the end. You have the introduction, the body, and then the end. I like how you do that.
This has been,
But by God, that body is absurd. Your body paragraph is just absolutely absurd.
that is certainly a
little
record.
butt cheeks.
Congratulations, ECU soccer last night with a dub.
Let's go.
As they beat Houston. How about 2-0 in AAC play?
Let's go, girls.
Gary Higgins and the gals getting it done.
And the fifth clean sheet for the team, too. I think they played, 10 games or so. Or
Did
close to
Maeve
10.
put a little English on it?
Just a little bit. That was good.
She put a little English on it. Maeve put a little English on it.
That was good.
She may have. She may have.
Nave.
And as an
Female?
update, as the polls came out this week, I don't know if we had mentioned it, ECU received more votes in the poll this week than last week, but still not ranked.
Yeah, well, the bums should have beat William and Mary.
All right, well, I wasn't going to go that far.
All right. I got high expectations. I don't know about y'all.
We should win out.
CJ saw that ECU lost 1-0 to William and Mary. Said, "Oh, that's not bad."
Well, apparently so did the other people who voted for him in the poll.
He said, "We blew them out, 0-1."
I just
You know, they had a great goal, but they didn't win, so it doesn't matter. Why did it take you? If you...
By the way, I just thought about this. If ECU women's soccer makes it to the American Athletic Conference Championship game, watch along. We're going to get scarves, and we're going to have a watch along for that game. Let's do it.
Genius.
That's just a suggestion. I'm not saying like we're doing it.
I watch along for
say
what?
it.
The ECU women's soccer, if they make it to the conference championship game.
Oh yeah, no, we should do that. Yeah, I just said no. We should do that for a game. Yeah, I'm in.
And like have scarves and everything.
Yeah, we'll
and do the soccer chants.
We'll be supporters. Jack said that. Now, Jack, have you been exposed? Are you Squad Unite Entertainment?
Uh-oh.
Because you're calling me Clipper.
Burner got
God.
leaked.
I think we just got a burner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Squad Unite Entertainment exposed. Jack says DJ Captain Morgan Aylers says, "Here come the Pirates. Just let the song play." I just think it kills the vibe.
The vibe. You're killing the vibe.
You know what? In life, you need to make your own vibe.
Yeah, just create your own vibe.
Don't let others make the vibe for you. You got to make your own vibe, man. You got to get with the scene, man.
Come on, man. Have you seen these scores, man? They're crazy, man.
I'm up here, and sure, we're trying to give you a good vibe, but if you don't take it and accept it, that's fine, because it's on you, and it's on Jimmy, and Joe, and Johnny, and Sally, and Susie, and Shaheen to make their own vibes.
You got to create your own vibe.
Create your own vibe, Jack.
You know how you can create your own vibe at the game? Cover your ears up and just watch them run out. It's such a vibe. Oh, it's such a vibe.
Such a vibe.
I'm vibing right now.
What was the final score last night of the soccer game? What did I tell you to type on the screen? ECU 1, Houston 0.
Good God Almighty. Are you serious?
Why did you do that?
You know.
So before the show, I said ECU 1 and,
Hey, that's not bad.
and Houston 0, and you looked at me and you're like, oh, yeah, I thought it was 2-0. And then you put 2-0. Are we just
Your
going
mind
by
is set on 2-0.
your world?
It is my world.
Whatever you say goes?
All right.
Like when you watch baseball, is the count always 2-0?
Did the Steelers win last night?
No.
Well, in your world, maybe they did.
Well, in my world, George Pickens was a better catch than OBJ.
Yes!
Well, you're living in fantasy land. All right. Congrats to the soccer team. Who they got next, CJ?
Oh, I don't know.
Thought you were a soccer guy, but I guess not.
My soccer guy.
Well, God bless.
We are playing Saudi Arabia.
Every time.
Oh, you found Ecuador.
Ecuador. Yeah, never fails. Oh, by the way, World Cup coming up soon. Is Ecuador in it? If so, the hashtag ECU is about to get a little crazy with the flag. Coming up Sunday, 5 o'clock, UNC Greensboro. That is 5 o'clock ESPN Plus, and then they'll play again at home on Thursday against Tulsa. So, nice homestand here. Let's rack up some wins. If they can win, if they beat Greensboro, they probably won't be ranked. Still receiving votes, you think? Is 2-0 in the week enough, you think?
Oh,
he's not bad.
I would think that's enough.
All right. Thanks.
Sneak in is 24-25.
All right. We've updated the score. 1-0. Aaron Judge watch. I saw they will be cutting in live to his at-bats, I believe. Or they did last
Can I
night.
say my joke?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, there's an Aaron Judge watch? I want one of those watches.
Why would they do that?
I'm so sorry. You make amends.
Dude. Anyway, I don't really have anything to add on that.
So he needs one more to break Babe Ruth.
To break him?
Yeah, to break him in half.
Poor Babe.
To dig him up from his grave.
Oh,
and
my
break
God.
him.
We're sick of it.
Dude.
That was weird. Dead air.
Dude.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Sorry. I went to go click it.
That
and
was
it
about like you
slid off
trying to
the
say that
screen.
sentence a while ago.
That happened off the air. Nobody gets that.
Shut me down.
Chandler got excited
Throwing
earlier
him right under
today
the bus.
when he saw the East Carolina basketball uniforms.
Oh, my God.
You like them?
I love them, man. They're awesome. They're a vibe.
Dude, you got to stop saying that.
Dude.
But no, I really do like them. I think they pop.
I say some things ironically, but I'm gonna outlaw. We gotta outlaw, and I don't think we've said it on the show, and I'm proud because we're too old to say it, and that includes CJ. He thing, Himothy.
Oh, he is him.
All that crap. We're not doing that.
I am him.
We're not doing that. If you thought about doing that, we're not doing that.
Timothy.
Is everybody okay with that?
Could you?
Hemi Neutron.
Apparently, I'm way too old because I don't even understand what you're talking about.
The him
Wait, it's
thing.
because you're not him.
Not
See
her.
how this is funny?
Her is not him.
I am her.
I'm covering up.
This the thing that somebody makes a play. He is him, and then they'll be like Himothy.
That's
and,
like Jalen Ramsey said. I'm him. I'm him. That's exactly how he sounded too.
Oh man,
I'm him.
I'm old. I'm sorry. These things annoy me. Can't we just say fat like we did in the 90s?
Fat.
P-H-A-T. Man, that was a fat catch. George Pickens
Pretty
had
hot and tempting.
George Pickens would have had a fat catch if he had scored that touchdown and they would have won the game.
Chandler, describe the ECU basketball uniforms for our radio audience that has not seen them yet.
So there's 4 different jerseys. The first one that I'm seeing now is a gold jersey, top and bottom, with a purple trimming down the sides. But here's the best part of the jerseys to me. The cursive print. The cursive font.
The old script.
The old pirate cursive script. You also have a purple jersey, top and bottom, vice versa, with yellow trimmed on the inside. You have a white that is trimmed in purple with the purple Pirates cursive. And then you also have a black uniform, top and bottom. And at the top it says East. The bottom it says Carolina.
Number in the middle.
Number in the middle. Very fresh. Very fresh. The logo is on the side of the hip on the pants.
What's your favorite jersey?
I'll probably go yellow.
I'm going gold, yellow, Pirates in purple.
Gold,
CJ?
yeah.
I'm going with the purple because they look the closest to the Los Angeles Lakers jerseys.
Ugh.
I was telling Chandler off the air, I have it on good authority that it was requested that the basketball team gets their jerseys modeled after the Lakers jerseys. And I think they
I
did
can
a pretty
see it
good
in
job.
the numbers.
Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job. Like the purple one, it's got like the gold trim on the outside of the jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it turned out pretty well.
All right. I like them. Looking forward to seeing them in a rocking Minji's Coliseum. Josh Thomas says, who do you think you are? I am. Now that will say.
That I
am.
like.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are? I am.
That is Pete Weber. Is that his name?
The goat of all goats.
The mustachioed bowler. All right, we'll wrap up the segment with a free space. Everybody is free to say whatever's on your mind. World of sports, life, whatever. Chandler, what do you got today?
Nothing. I really, first of all, I'm blessed to see 24.
Hashtag blessed.
Looking forward to the next 24. But I am thankful, like I said, for another birthday. I'm thankful to be able to spend it with my family, my mom and dad. My brother won't be here, but
You said you've been here 6 years?
August was 6 years.
Can you believe that we've known each other for a quarter of your life?
That's crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Dude,
But
it's crazy.
thankful for that. Thankful for a lot of things. Definitely thankful for the job that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful for the people that I work with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful for the people that I work for.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I'm so blessed to say. And every time I tell people what I do, they think it's the coolest thing, and it really is. And I'm just thankful for everybody. I'm thankful for you guys, the listeners. I'm thankful for you guys smashing the like and smashing the sub. And thank you guys for your support of Pirate Radio. That's it.
All right. Nobody cares. CJ?
Wow.
I'm not going to be as thankful.
Wow.
I'm not excited for basketball season anymore, for the NBA season.
Why? Because your coach was
Yeah.
doing a
Is your
little,
coach wilding?
doing a little, a little hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh,
It's
hey.
been awful.
Setting screens?
Also,
The NBA coaches don't matter. You know what? You don't believe that. You're being fake right now.
all right.
Are you being serious?
Yes.
You're not excited for Tatum and Brown and your team.
Well, I'm
Because
excited.
your coach isn't going to be there? That is a farce. That is phony. I will not allow that on the show. You are being fake right now.
So if the Hornets could get Brad Stevens as the coach, you wouldn't want it? They don't make a difference? That's what you just said.
Brad Stevens could be your coach.
Yes.
Okay, so you're excited, right?
No, he said he's not he said he's not going to coach. We're promoting some assistant.
You used a bad example there, I feel like.
Why?
Okay, you're saying if we could have a better coach, would I be more excited?
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense. But to say, like, it's over because some coach got his rocks off and will not be on the bench is asinine. I'll tell you this, CJ. How about you and your fornicating coach You take your fornicating coach, give him some players.
Hey, calm down just a little bit.
I'll take the players on your roster with some crap coach, and we'll see who does it better.
Oh, my God.
Who was the last?
Gets his rocks off.
Rocks off!
Who was the last not good coach to win an NBA championship? All right then.
I don't know. Give me some names. I don't. Those coaches don't do
what's the
crap,
question?
man. It's all about the players.
Who was the last not good head coach to win an NBA championship?
Well, you can't say
Probably
that because when you win a championship, you become a good coach.
Tyronn Lue.
Like Nick Nurse. See,
All right, there you go.
See-
Tyronn Lue. That's a good answer. Tyronn Lue.
Who's going to coach the Celtics?
I don't even know the guy's name. He's an assistant right now.
It needs to be AC Green. You know why? Because he doesn't have sex.
Wow.
He's not worried about.
He doesn't get his rocks
He's
off.
not worried about getting his rocks off.
This was more than a
I like the way you
minute.
say that. Rocks off.
I have no idea what's going on
Me neither.
or what just happened.
Me neither.
Well,
I
let
would
me-
like to end
let
my.
me explain it to you.
Oh, no.
The Celtics had a coach. He liked to get his rocks off. And now he's not coaching anymore. There you go.
I would like to end my 1 + 5 minutes on a good note.
Stupid camera.
Taylor Swift reportedly is hosting or will be the Super Bowl halftime performer,
According
which
to
I guess
three
is
sources.
which I guess is good or bad depending on your opinion.
Is that it?
Yeah. That's
Oh,
it.
you just wanted to bring that to the floor.
Yeah. I just wanted to put that out there.
There we
Yeah.
go. Now I fixed it.
I don't think they can top this past year's. but-
I will say, riding around with the family back in the day, hearing she wears short shorts. I'm on the bleachers. That was a good song.
Yeah,
But that's about it.
that was the vibe.
That's all.
Oh, we're not saying that either. I thought it was just him.
She was him. She was him with the music.
You're free to say whatever, but
It's a free space.
be yourself, man. Don't let me tell you what to do.
Be him,
who am
Chandler.
I? I'm nobody. I'm not him.
You're not him.
I'm not. I ain't him.
You're not him, pal. You're not
Shirley,
him.
anything on your free space?
I just got a call from one of my camp kids, and they informed me that they will be stopping by to see me on game day tomorrow.
Oh,
and I
fun.
haven't seen them in a while, so
In a while.
I've got 2 of them that are coming. So I'm pretty excited about it.
All right, this has been segment 1 of Pirate Radio Live. We've gone 40 minutes without a commercial.
Oh my God!
And we haven't really talked about anything. What just happened? Did we just time jump?
It is 3:38.
Yeah. This thing was supposed to go about 15 minutes. I don't know what happened.
You kept giving me more things to put on this
I
rundown.
kind of like blanked out, I guess.
I literally I blacked out having so much fun and so excited.
You know what you need? That Aaron Judge watch.
I do need that watch. Let's take a break, guys.
Back to you after this.
Here today with Jeff Stock. Like I told you before, 2022 is the year of the customer. We've been voted #1 dealership in Greenville for 3 years in a row, and there's a reason why. For service, we still offer free pickup and drop off, so we're trying to make it super convenient for the customer. And right now, our customers are repairing their vehicles more than ever.
How can people make a service appointment?
They can go to brownwood.net or dial 355-6080.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome prices on boats from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because this right here is a Papa John's Papa Bowl. No crust, just piping hot toppings and melty cheese in an oven-baked bowl. Better ingredients, better pizza, now in a bowl, Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, brace yourself for the brand new Papa Bowls for only $7.99. The new Papa Bowls are an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville has a brand new updated menu. Open from 4 to 9 Tuesday through Saturday and 11 to 9 on Sundays, Familia has a variety of pizza combinations and classic Italian dishes that are sure to tackle your taste buds. Enjoy Thirsty Thursdays with $3 drafts with several local brews on tap. And who doesn't love brunch? Familia has Sunday brunch from 11 to 2. Follow Familia on social media for their pizza of the week for just $12. Visit online at FamiliaNC.com. Familia, that's Italian for family.
Love is finding the internet of your dreams from MetroNet. Get ready for fast, reliable, 100% fiber speeds with unlimited data so you can stream, study, surf, and game on all your devices simultaneously. No lag times or buffering. MetroNet offers student deals. Get 100 megabit internet for just $39.95 a month. Switch today at metronet.com/switch. MetroNet. Love your internet.
Hi, this is Brian Meador from East Carolina Athletics. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. You can take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncstateparks.gov. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live.
And the show is over.
All right. I was going to say I had a text from Bo Batts. Now I got another one. He's got thoughts on the Celtics situation.
Oh, God.
We'll save that for when he comes in studio. He did ask earlier in the show, is Chandler on crack today? Chandler, your comments.
Well, now that you mention it, Bo, yes, I am.
Well, you haven't eaten anything all day. A little mint, a little treat for the good boy. So, Chan man, feeling good on a Friday.
Like Stephen A. Smith said that one time. The first thing that Phil Jackson did as the president of the Knicks was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack!
Let's get to our Flight by Yuengling practice report. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling, available wherever beer is sold. All right, where to begin today? How about some Donnie Kirkpatrick? Let's see, Shirley. Let's go with Cut 5. He talks about having a veteran quarterback like Holton Ahlers that knows the opponents. Got AAC play coming up, so some familiar opponents. And he talked about kind of the comfort level having that.
It is a very, very nice situation. You know, Holton has developed into the best right now. He has it all down. He's driving every team we played so far. I think we've known somebody on their coaching staff, and we don't play the team up east for a couple of years, so obviously we had two good friends on that staff. So we talk to each other. We go, what'd you have on us? You know, whatever they ask you, what'd you have on us? What'd you think? You know, how can we trade information? Like, that's just a common thing in the business like that. When we played ODU, we had some people same deal, and we talked to them. And then with Campbell, same deal. And everybody has kind of given us that kind of feedback like that too. You know, about this offensively, you're doing this is hard to defend, or we had this on you, and you're trying to use that information all the time.
All right, how are Donnie's nerves heading into this game? He was asked, does having Holton and some older guys help you when it comes to feeling more comfortable on game days? Cut 6.
Well, I'm still pretty sick before the game, you know, before it kicks off a little bit with my stomach, you know, but I'm glad he's there. I'd be a lot sicker probably. I might not show. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't promise you I'd show if he wasn't coming. You know, we tried that once, but I do have confidence though in Mason. I don't mean it that way, and Alex and Stubby and the whole bit, but Holton just gives you the ability that, like I say, they came out in a different defense. It did not take him long to find, I just need to do this then. You know, I just need to check to this, you know what I'm saying, like that. So that's kind of nice, make adjustments. And, you know, I think the teams that really pressure you, that's where it's even more important because he's able to change the protection. Okay, all right, they're blitzing from here. He knows his keys. You know, he studies the tape. As coaches, we study it. We find the keys, but we don't play. You know, so they don't do it. They don't do you any good unless they can do it out there. And he right now has been unbelievable in these 3 games. I don't think anybody's gotten anything that he didn't have it ID'd right or checked the play right. Now, we've still turned some people loose a little bit like that. ODU had some twist in there that got us a little bit, but it wasn't because we weren't in the right thing. It's just we didn't execute.
All right, there is Donnie Kirkpatrick, East Carolina offensive coordinator. Let's hear more from head coach Mike Houston. Talked about the lack of penalties for East Carolina this season. That has been a very positive sign through 3 weeks. This is cut 6.
Well, that's one of our 4 keys to the game this week is turnovers and penalties, winning both those battles right there. Because again, against a team like this, you got to try to maximize your possessions. So if you can steal a couple of possessions, that's great. Make them work for what they get. Don't give them anything with penalties, especially post-snap and pre-snap penalties.
All right. Also, Mike Houston talked about something he really doesn't care about: the white uniforms. Cut 7.
Well, it's been something that went on in the off season. The white helmet was part of the alternate uniform design. Navy plays at Air Force next weekend. They asked if there was any chance of us flipping and wearing white at home. Our kids really wanted to wear white, so that was the only decision that went into it. I don't care. We can go out there and practice uniforms, for all I care. So doesn't matter to me. I know the recruits will be excited about it. The kids are excited about it, but it comes down to how you play in those uniforms.
ECU going all white. Fans encouraged to wear their white, a whiteout at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium coming up on Saturday night. Mike Houston also talked about the importance of Military Appreciation Day coming up on Saturday.
Well,
8.
Like I said the other day, I've got several friends that are in the service or have been in the service. Everything we have in this country as far as freedoms and our ability to live the lives we live, we owe it to the military personnel that protect us and give us this freedom. So I think it's a great thing to do as far as having a Military Appreciation Day. I'm going to have a lieutenant colonel come and speak to the team on Friday night, who's an ECU alum, and so that'll be a great talk there, and something I think the kids will really enjoy. So I think it's a very appropriate day to have when we're playing the Naval Academy.
All right, there is Mike Houston. Also heard from Donnie Kirkpatrick. We'll take a timeout, wrap up hour number 1 when we return with some Blake Harrell comments as we continue on the Flight by Yingling ECU practice report. More to go. Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
ready, Pirate fans? Freeboot Friday is back. Uptown Greenville and the City of Greenville invites you to Freeboot Friday, the official pep rally of home ECU football games. Join fans for live music, food trucks, beer and wine, children activities, and more. The Freeboot Fun takes place from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. each Friday before ECU home football games in Five Points Plaza. Visit Uptown Greenville for more information, and as always, go Pirates!
Pirate fans, it's time to pack Downey-Ficklin Stadium as East Carolina welcomes Navy to town on Military Appreciation Day. Tickets are still available for as low as $35. Get there early and be sure to wear white in the first ever Paint It White game in East Carolina. Kickoff is set for 6 o'clock. Visit ECUPirates.com or call 1-800-DIAL-ECU for tickets as we honor our men and women who serve on Military Appreciation Day. The Pirates taking on the Navy Midshipmen Saturday at 6 as we paint it white.
This is Holton Ahlers. I've been eating at Parker's Barbecue since I was a kid. Now, all these years later, I still love to eat at Parker's. In fact, I love it so much, I bring my entire offensive line with me. They protect me, and I look out for them with great food from Parker's Barbecue. So whether you bring the team like me or just your friends and family, the awesome barbecue, chicken, and seafood at Parker's is a win every time. Parker's Barbecue, where they always treat you like family.
Have you experienced increased aches and pains recently? Have you heard of CBD? Hemp Garden is your premier CBD retailer in Eastern North Carolina. Do you find yourself having anxiety or in need of extra sleep support? Hemp Garden has a variety of Delta 8 and hemp-derived Delta 9 products that can assist with those issues. If you're unable to stop by the store, don't worry. Give them a call today at 413-6100 for a consultation, and they'll ship right to your door. Hemp Garden, 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American Airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Hey Pirates, this is Holton Aylers. A big part of my success on the field is what I eat at home. To keep my body filled up, I order meals off a Clean Eats meal plan. I choose the meals I want from 6 different meals offered each week, and I pick them up on Sunday or Monday at the cafe on Red Banks Road. Each meal is packed with the perfect mix of healthy proteins, carbs, and veggies to keep my engine running at full speed. Go to cleaneats.com, click on meal plans, or stop by the cafe and get all the info. Clean Eats and the Pirates, a winning combination.
This is Zach Agnos, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Need some beer for the weekend? The Jarvis Street Bottle Shop near Christie's Euro Pub is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. The Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings featuring rotating North Carolina breweries, along with live music and discounts. Stop by Tuesday through Sunday or check out the Jarvis Street Bottle Shop on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Wrapping up hour number one, Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com, joining us. I don't think we've talked to Tony about the Madden simulations they do before every game. I believe I saw them streaming Saints and Panthers last night, so we'll ask him how that went. And how's the record, the real record, compared to the Madden record so far? We'll talk fantasy football. We'll make all of our picks. I am giving Tony a major cushion through two. I'm already 6 games out of first in my picks.
My God.
So, it's time to turn it on, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blake Harrell is the defensive coordinator of the Pirates. He is 1-1 against Navy here, as he mentions in this cut, where he talks about how he and the defense has done since he got here at East Carolina against the midshipmen. This is cut 6, Shirley.
1-1, you would like to be 2-0 against them, but I think just letting our kids buy in and our players do a really good job of buying into what we're doing, and I think that's not just Navy. I think that's week to week, and that's a testament to them, how hard they're playing and flying around, getting guys the ball and playing ball the right way, and just watching those guys grow up. Over the years, whether it's from year 1 to year 3, or whether it's from week to week, we've got guys who go attack it every day, make progress, and as a coach, that's fun to see. And they're doing things right the way, so it's a testament to our players.
All right, Blake Harrell also talked about somebody new that could help him out with this option attack, a player very familiar with it, and that is ECU linebacker Chance Bates and his experience with the option and facing the option. And Blake Harrell talked about that, cut 7.
Yeah, I asked Chance after practice. I said yesterday, hey, Chance, anything you don't feel comfortable with, you go with everything. He goes, oh, yeah, except that one thing where they in the shotgun. I said, well, don't worry about the shotgun. So how about under center? He goes, nah, that's easy. So, yeah, he's seen it a few times, and, it's very, very similar. I mean, obviously, Coach Bohannon at Kennesaw State was with Coach Nehemiah and Coach Johnson at Navy, and so it's a very similar tree there. They'll be very much alike. So Chance will have a good feel for it and feel very comfortable with it. So excited about him. He's excited to go play this game. I mean, Coach Newberry and linebackers coach over there, they coached him, and he was with them for a year. They recruited him, so he's got some ties there as well.
So far this season, Chandler, Navy has scored a total of 20 points.
That's crazy.
7 against Delaware, 13 against Memphis. How many do they score tomorrow? I'm going to say more than 7 and more than 13.
I'm going to say around 20.
Yeah, I could see them scoring 20 to 21 points.
Yeah.
If you're East Carolina and you want them to win, well, you need to get into 24. If you want them to cover, Pirates may need to hit around 40 in this game, which I think they're very capable of.
Absolutely. I think this offense can do it the way we distribute the football. The offensive line's done a really good job of protecting Holton, and when Holton has time in the pocket, that lets him make great decisions, and we've seen him develop over the years of making good decisions, and this definitely the best offensive line that he's had. So when this offense is clicking, they'll definitely put up points, and I think that happens tomorrow.
All right, Flight by Yingling, practice report, next generation of light beer. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling, available wherever beer is sold. And looking forward to being with you 2 o'clock on Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We always have a good time here. Make sure if you're out tailgating, you got us pulled up on your radios. If you're at home, you can watch us on YouTube or Facebook. You can pull it up right on your smart TV or Roku. Or if you're watching games tomorrow, have us pulled up on your phone or your laptop, and we'll be along for the ride. Those 6 o'clock games have been a lot of fun because we've been able to watch games during the pregame show, talk about them, kind of live those moments with you as we watch along. So it's going to be a lot of fun coming up on Saturday. And after the game, U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show, coming off one of my all-time favorite 5th quarters. It was just such a... Go ahead and say it.
It had good vibes.
It did. I hate to say it, but it did. Well, everybody was in a good mood. We were laughing. We had some good calls, and very, very positive 5th quarter last week after the Pirates hammered the Camels. Hopefully we can do the same coming up Saturday night. When we return, the vibes are going to get a lot worse. CJ's team stinks. My team stinks. And my goodness, the Panthers.
Dang.
They have no win to speak of in 2022. Can they get one Sunday?
That changes on Sunday.
Chandler thinks they can. What does Tony think? We'll find out when we return. We got our Week 3 NFL picks, and we'll do it after this.
So how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Hey Birdland, don't miss out on Fan Appreciation Weekend, the last giveaway of the season at the Yard, where the Orioles take on the Houston Astros on Sunday, September 25th at 1:05. Be one of the first 20,000 fans aged 15 and over to receive an Orioles cap presented by DAP. Come out for the game and enjoy a fun-filled afternoon while the O's celebrate you during Fan Appreciation Weekend. A variety of ticket options are available. Don't wait until the last minute. Secure your tickets now at Orioles.com/tickets.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Kyle Gaines at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are growing, so is our service department. We're adding more space to provide a faster, more affordable service for you. Come sit down with our team and let us customize your next Jeep or truck. Have the freedom to pick out your own lift, wheels, and tires and more. Drive a little, save a lot when it comes to customizing your next vehicle. We're at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located off 264 West in Washington, North Carolina, and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Come and explore great shopping in downtown Washington at Naughty Life. Hi, this is Gina from Naughty Life, and new fall merchandise is arriving every day, featuring all the new Yeti products, like the loadout buckets and waterproof dry duffel bags. We have new fall clothes for men, women, and children. At Naughty Life, we have something perfect for any occasion, like new jewelry and a great selection of sunglasses from Costa, Reflect, and RCI. Visit Naughty Life on Main Street in historic downtown Washington, and like us on Instagram and Facebook.
ASAP Party and Tent Rentals is your one-stop shop for weddings, anniversaries, corporate events, family reunions, birthday parties, or any celebration with friends and family. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals has the widest selection of tents, tables, chairs, linens, china, concession equipment, bounce rides, games, staging, wedding equipment, dance floors, and so much more. At ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, we help people get together. Call today at 756-7903. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, locally owned and operated on Diamond Drive in Greenville near Agri Supply and Equipment Plus.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, every week in the 4 o'clock hour on Pirate Radio Live, we talk to Tony Dunn from CountyCatChronicles.com. Some weeks are tougher than others to get through. NFL season, it's a lot of fun because we're making picks. What's not a lot of fun is we have to talk about our favorite teams as well, and that is not going so well. CJ Steelers losing last night. George Pickens, maybe the second greatest catch we've ever seen.
Isn't that terrible?
Behind Odell Beckham Jr.
Because he didn't score and they didn't win.
Yeah. Tony, any thoughts on that?
On the catch?
Yeah.
I think it was tremendous.
Of
I'd
course.
say more than Odell. I don't know. It's like,
But you got to take into consideration, Tony. You have to think about it. All right, think about it. They didn't win, and it wasn't a touchdown.
well, then,
so it's not a good catch.
The greatest catch then is what's the Swan or whatever?
Lynn Swan?
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
Then that's the greatest catch.
All right, there you go. So now we've got Pickens down to number 3. If you can think of better catches, please let us know.
So is the helmet catch not a good catch because it wasn't?
Oh,
a touchdown?
Super Bowl, yeah. Pickens number 4 now.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, we could get out of the top 10 if we keep going. DJ?
I think it was Wes Welker's catch against the Falcons to keep the drive going that eventually tied the game, I believe.
That was Julian
amazing.
That's it.
Yeah, so we got Pickens now at number 5.
Wow,
I can't believe you didn't mention this. Antonio Holmes in the Super Bowl.
Toe tap.
I need you to
number 6.
I just got a notification from Bleacher Report where Darrelle Revis says Pickens had the best catch ever.
Darrelle Revis.
Who's that guy? I mean, what does he know about
Revis Island
catching?
I just thought it was funny how we've been talking about that for the past hour.
Yeah. We got Pickens at number 6 right now. Pickens' 6th best catch of all time last night. Another problem, Chandler, they're small factors, but they're factors. Not a touchdown in a loss to the Browns. It wasn't even on television. It was on, like, some computer. What?
That's a good point.
Thank you. Odell's catch was national TV, Sunday Night Football. Everybody, network, grandmas are watching it because they can't find a clicker. Like, it came on after Matlock, and they just kept it on.
Well, you know what? Nobody's going to hear that clip because you're only on the internet, too.
That is false, too. You're trying to make a good point, but you're not because we're on the radio, pal. So your grandma's hearing this.
Worldwide vibes.
You're not him. You're not him. He's not that guy, pal. Tony.
Timothy.
Panthers. No. Panthers.
Phony Dunn.
Oh.
Sorry.
0-2, Tony. Speak on that.
Oh, I've been speaking on it now for...
You haven't talked enough about it.
Gosh, no, I have not talked about it enough. No, the Carolina Panthers are kind of in a death spiral right now, and you know, I don't know how to talk otherwise about it until they just win.
Okay, 2 questions. What has gone right through 2 weeks? What are you...
Oh, absolutely nothing.
Okay, moving along. What has gone wrong?
Moving along.
Chandler, any positives from the first 2 weeks? You're a positive guy. You can find something.
I mean, Christian McCaffrey's
give us
healthy.
Some positive vibes.
Christian McCaffrey's healthy, and he's still a good football player, and that's about it.
Yeah, maybe you can find like the defense improve from week 1 to week 2 against the run. What seems weird about the Carolina Panthers this season so far is what we were good at in week 1, we were bad at in week 2, and what we were bad at in week 1, we were better at in week 2. So it's like, what's the problem? Everything. What's not the problem? Nothing. Everything.
I've mentioned your Madden streams. Yeah. So what's the Panthers' record on Madden so far this year in the simulations?
2-1.
Wow. Okay.
They lost to they beat both the Giants and last night the Saints.
Okay. What is the Panthers computer team doing that the real team needs to do? Who are the stars? How's Baker doing?
He's actually been great on third down in the game, and that is not the case in real life.
No, it's not.
Chandler, you are confident about this weekend. Why are you confident that the Panthers can beat a division rival in New Orleans?
Well, I think the Saints always struggle when they come to the bank. I think, especially Jameis Winston being in the South. Yeah, absolutely.
No,
I think historically they're pretty good. We're usually win on the road, and they beat us at home.
Well, I know that Jameis Winston struggles when he comes to the bank.
Okay.
They did that last year.
Way through 3 picks.
Panthers. Now I'm starting to think we're going to lose this game. But no, I feel confident. We're back home. It's a division game, which you're putting into perspective for your matchup with the Eagles, who have looked very good. It's a divisional game. You're back at home, and I think Jameis struggled there last year, and I think he's going to struggle again. I think our defense is really going to step it up and get to Jameis and cause them to throw some interceptions and put our offense in better positions to score. And I think we're going to take advantage of it, and I think we're going to get a win.
Tony, Chandler, unlike us, is a former football player. He was on the field.
I was a long snapper.
Blood, sweat, tears. What do they say about football players? Short memory. Got to have a short memory.
Yeah.
So Chandler remembers last year. He remembers Jameis struggling. He blocks out the previous 4 meetings in Charlotte where the Saints dominated the Panthers and won every game. That's the sign of a good player. Don't worry about that. Let's move forward.
Can I see what the scores were?
I can read them out if you'd like for me to.
42 to 10? 42 to 10?
33-7, 42 to 10.
What was the
12 to 9 sounds like a fun one.
What was 20?
I was at that game. That was the Monday night game.
And then 31-21 and 17. What are you looking for, Tony?
Oh, that's the 17 one. Was that where I was at? I was at that game.
Before last time.
Like week 2?
Ooh, 34 to 13 in 17.
We have not had
so I was wrong on that.
Yeah, remember they sent the broom to us one time? Sean Payton was talking junk. Man, it's not been a good relationship with the Saints over the last few years.
1-0 against Jameis.
Yeah.
Hang your hat on that.
As a Saint.
As a Saint.
1, 2,
and boy, he's a
foe. Tony, you do not share the optimism, or what do you think?
I've said this, is I'm not going to pick the Panthers until they win.
By the way, the Saints have not looked great or even good.
Their offense has struggled in the first half.
They had one good quarter where Jameis hit Mike Thomas a couple of times, and that's kind of it. Are they running?
They played a tough.
Kamara's deal?
Kamara's out.
Yeah,
he was last week.
Oh,
so
he's out. Why
he was last
week.
I don't know. He might be back this week. So
if he doesn't play, that's a huge boost.
The Saints have
Alvin
good
Kamara
defense.
Is questionable for Sunday.
They have a good defense.
Yeah.
Jameis has been playing hurt. If Jameis can pull it together, I mean, he's kind of that's what he is. He's always been like this. Is that he's kind of a streaky player. He has the opportunity though to beat you at times. So the Carolina Panthers, man, right now they're playing themselves. You know what I mean? Like the Saints are trying to beat them, and they've been trying to beat themselves all season. So until they get out of their own way, it doesn't matter who's playing on the other side of the ball is their biggest enemy.
I love stuff like this, like when people get fired, lose their jobs, and like.
First of all, think of that saying he just said. I love stuff like this when people get fired, lose their jobs. Wow,
makes me laugh. No, and then like they'll come back. People will come back the next year and say, "Well, we learned that it wasn't Joe Brady's fault, or it wasn't it." I saw that.
I've seen tweets like that this week.
So like, yeah,
Joe Brady wasn't the problem.
And then we see this though when things start to go bad, you fire the people under you, the coordinators, position coaches, before it gets to the top guy.
Yeah, I mean, you got to throw other people overboard or else you're getting thrown overboard.
Yeah, so now I don't even really care to ask you about Matt Rule for the 80th straight week, but...
Most punchable face in the NFL.
Was this last week? Do you want to talk about what has...
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore, actually.
Okay.
So Chandler goes to me. I saw him at AJ's. Was it last night?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Man, I was thinking about you when you said I'm going back to do this podcast." And he's like, "That must suck."
I just was your partner on the podcast, Cody Lashney.
Yeah.
Came out with had got some
that was last Friday,
yeah,
right?
That's right. Yeah.
Y'all had some buzz about
some
that.
big news. Yeah, and it's just like so one of our friends ran into a former player who is good friends with one of the coaches on the team, and they just were talking about the team, and there's these, I guess, all this kind of crazy news that they were reporting in a way or intimating about how the Panthers defensive coach is the kind of the mastermind behind the team, and that Matt Rule's kind of riding on his coattails, and that there's like big problems essentially philosophically in the background, and players aren't don't like it. Jeremy Chin is upset that they're trying to move him around from safety to Buffalo nickel or whatever all the time,
and does not talk to his defensive coordinator.
Yeah, Brian Burns. They had Brian Burns out in coverage 26% of the snaps.
Covering
Kadarius Toney. Yeah. I mean, it was a zone play, so he's not supposed to cover him one-on-one, but he still lined up across from him, and that's his space to defend, and he's the fastest player on the team. And while Brian Burns is, a fast defensive end, he should be, like, rushing the passer in these spaces. Like, it just seems strange. So, like, the one thing we thought over the last 3 years was that Phil Snow was the best coach on the team, that the defense was kind of the most improved unit from year to year, and it seems like even that is, what was like a clown car. It's just a clown car of coaches. And McAdoo's been bad, so I don't know. Like, when they win, all of a sudden I'll say, hey, it was just 2 weeks. It just stinks when you're 2 weeks into the season. You're like, well, here he is. That's it.
Yep. I saw this with the Panthers. I saw it with a Washington fan this week where they said, we got to address this in the draft. When you're talking about the draft after week 2, that is terrible.
It stinks.
Yeah.
And I know it's premature. It is premature, but I'm just trying to think of the scenario it would take to, like, turn around my feelings.
Yeah.
And it would... I don't know, like 6 straight.
You're trying to get one.
Yeah.
This is definitely the earliest in the season where I have felt hopeless for this football team. Obviously, in the past couple of years, I have felt hopeless by week 7, week 6. But after week 2, after that loss the other day to the Giants,
you just picked them to win this week.
I know, but I still feel hopeless.
You're about to be
on the season.
No,
itself.
you just said you had hope. If they're going to win.
No.
Hopeless.
They'll win. I think they'll win this Sunday, but
you don't think they're going to have
been hopeless for many years as well, and it does kind of feel like the last time I felt this was when Cam got hurt in week 2.
You mentioned former players, and you guys were talking about that on your podcast. Shirley, speaking of former players, I sent you a Twitter DM. Could you play that video of a former Panther last night on? I guess he's on the Amazon Prime. Steve Smith. Or he was doing something with NFL Network.
Yeah. Because I believe that the Cleveland Browns are plenty fine.
I tell you what,
that's what we don't want.
One of these boys hit me while I ain't in a uniform. They will not be playing tonight.
Yeah. The Cleveland Browns.
Tell you that.
Are plenty comfortable with the weather here on this backfield and leaning on Nick Chubb.
I love it.
Like, we're all laughing and joking. He's not joking.
He's not joking at all.
He will beat up a player in uniform.
What you doing in there, Clip?
Steve's, I miss him. I'm not a Panthers fan,
the
but
best
like
junk talker in the
he
history
is
of football.
And he's so like small in stature.
And everybody's terrified of him.
You had to know that he ticked off DBs, but also terrified them all the same
But he
time.
would also take lick. I mean, he would get absolutely rocked.
And he just
catch a football and hit his helmet, letting you know, like, I'm good. Like, it probably hurts you more than it hurt me.
Yep.
We need
total badass.
Do we have a Steve Smith in the league right now? Ooh. Who's a little bad dude that you think could beat up the opposing team? I don't know if we got one.
No.
I don't think we do.
I can't even think of one.
If anybody comes to mind, let me know. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll make our picks, and we'll talk about Tony's stellar record, which isn't great, but, like, shows you how hard it is to pick these dang games in the NFL.
And this is not against the spread.
No, this is straight up, and I'm already 5 games under 500. Under 500. Jeez. All right, we're back after this.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Hey Birdland, don't miss out on Fan Appreciation Weekend, the last giveaway of the season at the Yard, where the Orioles take on the Houston Astros on Sunday, September 25th at 1:05. Be one of the first 20,000 fans aged 15 and over to receive an Orioles cap presented by DAP. Come out for the game and enjoy a fun-filled afternoon while the O's celebrate you during Fan Appreciation Weekend. A variety of ticket options are available. Don't wait until the last minute. Secure your tickets now at Orioles.com/tickets.
When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
We all love using Uber Eats, DoorDash, and grocery pickup. It makes life so much easier. Well, now there is cellular delivery, and the team at Cellular Warehouse has perfected the process. They will deliver your new phone right to your door with all your information loaded on the new phone. And the best thing is there is no charge for this awesome service. And you don't have to waste half the day sitting in a Cellular store. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team of experts make your cellular delivery today. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent, serving all of Eastern North Carolina.
Dear past, present, and future football watchers, you know why we're here. The football season is back! Woo! That means those pregame barbecues with an ice-cold Pepsi? Totally back. Your perfectly placed football watching corner seat back and comfy as ever. 18 Sundays of touchdown scoring, Hail Mary throwing, ice cold Pepsi flowing football action. You better believe it's back. And since that's too amazing to miss a single second's worth, Pepsi is officially giving you permission to always put football first. And when we say always, we mean always. Like when your lawn is looking less like a lawn and more like a jungle. If the game's on, then the lawnmower ain't. And those gutters you haven't cleaned, today is not their day. Or maybe those in-laws are back in town. Well, better hope they're football fans because your Sunday is completely booked. Long story short, crack open a Pepsi and don't let anything get between you and your football watching. With love, Pepsi, made for football watching. That's what I like.
This is Ryan Jones, and you listen to Power Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Sidebar in Uptown Greenville is open and ready to serve you. The Tex-Mex Fusion Restaurant offers dinner and Sunday brunch from 10:30 to 2:30. Located right next door to the Dickinson Avenue Public House, the Sidebar has indoor dining and patio seating for everyone to enjoy. For the latest on reservations, menu items, and more, follow the Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio, here on a Friday. Football Friday, Free Beer Friday. How about a case of Bud Light coming your way in hour number 3 if you're 21 or older and have not won in the month of September? We are entering late September. Time for football teams to get a win if you don't have one yet.
It's a good time to do it.
Or perhaps go to 2-1 on the year if you're the Washington Commanders.
So it's Football Friday, it's Free Beer Friday, and it's Touchdown Friday.
Coming up tonight, we just saw Brian Bailey in our studio getting ready for a big night over at Freeboot, a big night of high school football as the temperatures are cool. We got a little fall weather.
It's a little chilly outside.
Man.
It's a little brisk.
Feels good. Feels good.
A little brisk.
Saints at Panthers. Chandler has made his feelings felt today. He thinks the Panthers are going to go in and win on Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and write it down officially. Chandler, you're going with the Panthers?
Absolutely.
All right. Tony Dunn has made his feelings clear as well, so you're not picking the Panthers.
I am not.
Now, I did go away with the Panthers last week. Did you go away from the Panthers last week,
No,
too?
no.
Wow.
That's wow. That's why I'm not picking them again until they win.
I have made a mistake this year. I've made a lot of mistakes. Oh, by the way, Tony's 18-11 in first place. Chandler 17-12. CJ 15-14. I'm 12-17 picking games straight up in the NFL. CJ 12-17, not bad.
You're not a backup. Well, you are backing up the three of us, but yeah.
I picked the Panthers week 1 and 2. I gotta say, in my defense, I've been like a field goal off both games. Could have gone either way.
Yeah.
How's the Saints kicker? Oh, they got a good kicker, a clutch kicker. What's his name?
Is it not Lutz anymore?
Yeah.
Will Lutz.
Will Lutz.
I don't even care.
I'm taking the Saints.
Yeah, I'm interested in this. Is what's Jameis going to do? I got him over 215 yards passing, and I took who's the receiver? Michael Thomas over 59 yards.
Thomas has had what's helped him is fantasy touchdowns because he has 3 in 2 games. So something to keep an eye on. We'll talk fantasy. Tony, I saw you had a question, and once we get to those games, we'll address that question. I also have a quarterback question. Chandler, CJ, if y'all have any fantasy start-sit questions, feel free to bring them to the table during this discussion.
Well, here we go.
Is this a good game, Tony? Lions at Vikings?
I think so.
I think it is, too.
The Lions, I mean, they're getting down there and bite your kneecaps off.
They're biting kneecaps. They're
getting drunk and falling out of their chairs.
One butt cheek. What was it? We're going to play with one. I don't know.
This is my fantasy one of my fantasy questions. Jared Goff at Minnesota or Tom Brady hosting the Packers?
Wait, I thought your question was Tua or Brady.
Well, that's the same. Actually, that's another league.
Oh, okay.
I got that one too.
I think the Lions put up points against the Vikings.
Yeah, me too.
They might be chasing points, which Jared Goff was doing week 1 against Philly and put up some numbers. Last week, it was the opposite. Goff was putting up numbers.
They were just dominating.
And then, man, every time Washington, they pulled within one possession twice after getting down 22-0. Lions went right down the field and scored.
What did you think of Wentz's play last week? So in some ways, it was terrible. In other ways, he's kept you in the game.
That's what he's done the first 2 games, and that's what he's going to do every week, I believe. We're down 22-0 and no first downs. It's about the lowest you can get in life. But I like Washington's weapons and offense. I got a wins question later. We'll save that for later. Let's talk about Goff.
He's feeling it right now. They're playing
Brady. See, the Bucks offense. So Mike
too hurt.
Mike Evans is out. Is Godwin playing?
No. They don't have anybody. Julio's not. I don't think Julio's playing either.
Let's go Goff.
I'm going. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I've already done.
Well, I don't know.
He's had 275 each week and 2 touchdowns.
Are we sitting Brady for Goff? Chandler doesn't want to.
He struggled last week early in the game.
You don't want to either?
I just don't like saying sit Brady. I get it. Like, I get the...
He hasn't been good this year.
Yeah, I get the counter argument. It's
you also probably don't like saying start Jared Goff.
Correct.
So it's two things you don't like to do.
So can we go back to Jackson's question with Justin Fields versus Brady?
No, you don't start Justin Fields. He's completed.
He's hurt. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking just Herbert.
Justin Fields has completed like 11 passes this year, and yeah, he's got a rushing touchdown. You don't start Justin Fields. You don't even roster him. Cut him. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Jackson.
Can you answer this question? Why are we talking about? Answer this one first.
I'm saying play Brady.
All right.
I can't say start.
Lions and Vikings. I'll take Minnesota off a loss.
I'm taking the Lions on the road.
All right.
Lions are going to fight in every single game this year. They're going to scratch and claw for a win every single.
Much like the lion in the jungle, Chandler.
Yes, but not this Sunday.
But they're the lion on the field.
I say Vikings bounce back.
All right, CJ.
I'm taking the Vikings. I'm also taking the Saints. I don't know if you asked me.
Sorry. We skipped you there. Well, start us off with this one, CJ. Ravens and Patriots.
I think Ravens big. I think the only reason the Patriots got a win last week is because the Steelers stink.
They do. I was upset. I had the Pats -3. They won by 3. Felt like they should have won by more. Steelers stink. Patriots stink.
What are they, 1-1, the Pats?
Ravens do not stink. I will take Baltimore, Tony.
Ravens, man, Lamar's looked dialed in. He's been so good. And if Miami just wouldn't have pulled off this crazy comeback, I mean, that's not on him entirely. Well, I mean, he had like a 70-yard rushing touchdown. He's been slinging it all around. I like Lamar here. Ravens on the road.
And Chandler.
Give me the Ravens.
We have come to the point in our football watching lives where we think about sitting Tom Brady for Jared Goff, and we all pick Belichick to lose at home.
Yeah, I know.
That's where we are right now.
That's
2022. Texans,
it is a brave new world.
This week, Tony, you've got matchups that are... You got a lot of road favorites, like in division games, tough games. You've also got a lot of bad versus bad.
This is a good dad game.
Good dad game. What is a good dad game? That's when you spend time with your family.
Instead of just watching football all day.
Go pumpkin shopping, perhaps.
Well,
check out the pumpkins.
It's that time of year.
What are those things?
Maybe
Gourd?
A gourd? Something that I have? A gourd?
Go get you a gourd.
You got a huge gourd.
You got a big gourd?
Thank you.
Texans at Bears. Texans have been a frisky little thing these first 2 weeks, tying with the Colts. The Broncos suck.
How do you suck? Gosh, it's another road team for me. I think I'm picking the Texans.
God.
Stinks.
I'm going with Lovey and the boys on the road.
Oh, Lovey Smith revenge game.
Ooh, good point.
Love it.
Great point.
Lovey it. Chandler is going with the Texans. CJ.
Call up Troy and see what he thinks.
Oh, God. I'll take the Bears, and this is where I want to bring up one of my... Actually, I think it's my only fantasy question. I need a flex spot starter, and I've got 2 guys in this game. One of them is David Montgomery. The other guy is Brandon Cooks. The third guy is T. Higgins.
PPR or...
PPR.
Well, you're starting Higgins if he's healthy, right?
Is he fully healthy? I don't think I watched much of the Bengals-Cowboys last week. Did he look good last week?
I saw him make some catches last week. I'll pull up his numbers, but...
the Bengals also didn't look good.
David Montgomery... I remember saying this ECU-NC State game. I was surprised ECU was able to throw the ball when they couldn't run the ball. The Bears have the opposite going, where they complete like 6 passes, but David Montgomery has over 100 yards rushing. They're still able to run the ball, even though they know that Fields can't hurt him in the passing game. Can they do that this week against Houston? Probably. I mean, I don't think they have a really good defense. So
well, I mean, they're just going to feed the back. You know, it's one of those things. Is like Nick Chubb, who is fantastic, probably the best back in the league at this moment. He's had like 35 carries a game or something. I mean, it's crazy. He's like, or they've been running the ball 35 times. The Browns, and he had like 26 carries or something.
Another reason not to start Brady. Leonard Fournette has 45 carries through 2 weeks, second most in the league.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you got these teams that are going to grind it out.
But
By the way,
bad offensive line, you got to run. And can I push back on one thing real quick?
Can I mention something real quick?
Yeah.
T. Higgins 6 for 71 and a touchdown. If he's healthy, he's your starter out of this group.
Higgins.
I would say Montgomery over Cooks, though. All right, Tony, what are you pushing back on?
That we couldn't run the ball against NC State. I don't think we tried enough. And man, watching this running game with this rushing attack from the Pirates over the last 2 weeks.
Well, I remember talking about.
God.
Did you want to see them run into a brick wall 5 more times?
I don't know if how many times did they?
I know we talked about Keaton Mitchell not having enough touches that game.
He's been so electric, man. I feel like I almost felt like we were scared to try to run against him. But
Keaton 10 for 36, Rajay 12 for 23. So
they still had they did rush the ball.
Not a lot, but yeah.
And that is more than I remember.
I will take. God, what a terrible game. I want to take the Texans. I'll take the Texans. Why am I taking the Texans?
I've taken all road teams so far.
And you're about to take another one, Chiefs at Colts.
I am. Here was another fantasy question I had, where it's not as much of. I picked up the Chiefs defense to go against the Colts, and I could have gone. The other option I was thinking about was Giants hosting the Cowboys. Their defense.
I think the Colts are really bad.
Yeah, I mean, how are they this bad? I don't know.
If you get shut out by the Jaguars, I mean,
are we in for a big Taylor game though?
He even had a big game last. Well, I mean, he's been good so far this season in a way.
But who hasn't? I was about to look up his numbers. Matt Ryan. Yeah, who looks old and moldy. Yeah, I don't want to take the Colts here, so
I'm not.
I guess I will take the Chiefs.
I'm going Chiefs too.
CJ?
Chiefs.
Wow.
And the Chiefs have been electric too.
They have.
So it's not even just us talking about the Colts being bad. Let's talk about how good the Chiefs have been. And Mahomes has just been sensational.
Yeah, true. Let's see. Maddie had a big second half against Houston, 352 yards, touchdown interception.
Yeah, they were dead in the water, it seemed. And all of a sudden you turned the game back on and they had tied. Didn't it go like that the first week?
Yeah.
That was Houston, and then he didn't do anything in the Jags game.
Last week, 195 passing yards, 3 interceptions. All right. Eagles at Commanders.
I enjoy watching people get fired, and I just watch Matt Ryan play football.
It brings me joy. Commanders bring me a lot of joy on Sundays.
Is that right?
That is wrong. Eagles at Commanders.
I'm taking the Eagles.
Eagles looked so good the other night on Monday night. Hurts is doing just a little bit about everything. Passing the ball, running the ball.
2 things.
Flexing
I'm going Eagles.
in the end zone.
I'm going Eagles on the road.
Talking junk on Twitter after the games. That's a good one.
What the greats do.
CJ.
I think Eagles take this one pretty handily. I'm sorry, Clip.
Yeah, I'll take the Eagles.
I've been right about the Eagles so far. They're good.
I think Jalen Hurts has taken that next step
He's
towards being a star.
Been very good. I mean, and
throwing the other night, man.
His passing has improved so much. The other thing is, I told y'all that secondary for the Eagles is good, and they just added more players. They just added James Bradbury, so they have like 3 corners on that team that can play.
Slay Queen.
And they shut down basically Justin Jefferson and what's the other guy?
Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
Osborne, Irv Smith dropped one.
And that was a complete win. It wasn't just a offensive Jalen Hurts thing. It was defense, offense, special teams too. They got a bunch of maybe that was the Bills game where they muffed the punt.
Thanks to the Eagles for shutting down Justin Jefferson.
What'd y'all think
because I was able to, thanks to Stephon Diggs, I was able to bounce back, come back from a huge deficit. You can ask Clip Brock. I was down in the dumps.
I know you were. You actually said you had no chance of winning,
and I won.
I said he had no chance, and he did because Justin Jefferson didn't do anything.
He didn't do jack squat.
What was that, CJ?
Sorry, we were talking about fired people, right?
Wait, what? But did you say something?
Yeah, I said no chance in hell.
All right, what are you talking about?
No chance in hell.
Vince McMahon firing people? Oh, okay. I missed something. I thought you said no one cares because nobody cares about other people's fantasy teams.
No,
So I thought that's what you said.
What did y'all think about the two games at the same time on Monday night? It was Monday Night Football, yeah.
I like having options.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. Now, if they were better games, it would have been cool.
The only thing that I didn't like or found confusing is they put the score of the game on the bottom, and then they put the other score of the other game in the top left corner. And I would always be looking at the top left corner and be like, "This are the teams that are playing right now."
I didn't hate it. It's all right. It's
I like
fine.
having that too.
Carson Wentz versus the Eagles or Joe Burrow at the Jets. Who are you starting?
Carson Wentz against the Eagles or Joe Burrow against who?
Jets.
I'll take Burrow.
Yeah, I want Burrow. They're going to be fine.
Y'all want to hear Carson Wentz's numbers this year?
No.
Let's go for it.
CJ said no, so we won't.
Thank you.
Bills at Dolphins.
I love this game.
I love the Bills.
I'm taking the Bills.
You know how much I like the Dolphins, but they are a tad fraudulent in their 2-0 record.
I am starting Tua over Brady right now.
You can't. I feel like this is a big. I mean, it's a huge game for them in terms of
a little bit for sure.
Yeah. Like, are they the new kid on the block in the East? Like the Bills run the East right now.
And what if the East becomes like a powerhouse all of a sudden?
I would love to see the Dolphins win this game. I'm excited for this game. I think Buffalo beats them by 2 touchdowns.
I was going to say, what happens if Buffalo just runs through the Dolphins, who we think to be a pretty good team?
I think that's going to happen.
Yeah. If you're the Dolphins, how do you feel going through the past 20 years of Tom Brady, and now you've got 15 more years of Josh Allen coming? Does it end?
No.
I think
no
more
end
so,
in sight.
I think more so you're thinking that if you're a Jets fan, not a Dolphins fan.
That's true.
Like currently.
Yeah.
Because if you're a Dolphins fan, you've got hope.
Yeah.
If you're a Jets fan, you're saying now we got Belichick's still there. Josh Allen's going to be there forever. And now look at this freaking ensemble the Dolphins have put together.
The fastest team in the league.
What's the line on this game?
Bills by...
I told you to take the Bills.
I'm going to say 4.
5 or 6.
Oh, then I'm taking the Bills. Anytime you get single digits against the Bills, take it.
Take it to the limit. And Tony's
5.
taking the Bills. CJ?
I will take the Bills.
Chandler?
What are you taking?
Bills.
I'm gonna go Dolphins.
All right.
This hurt my heart to say this on the podcast the other night, but I think Josh Allen is right now playing better than Cam Newton ever did. That hurt me to say on the podcast.
Yeah, I agree.
He's like Cam's MVP season right now, but just like dialed in and throwing just dimes everywhere. I mean, he's throwing into these tight windows.
Cam did that. Did Cam ever have a receiver like Stephon Diggs?
No. I just feel like Josh Allen right now is hitting next level play.
Oh, he's killing it right now.
Lamar Jackson's playing better than Cam ever did.
No.
From a passing standpoint, nah.
From a living standpoint, no. Yeah, actually, Lamar is really cool though. He's great in the press conferences.
Shirley, take us to break.
I have a fantasy question coming up when we come back.
We can't wait for that, but we'll have to.
I'm sure it'll be stupid.
Lamar Jackson right now has 531 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception through the air, plus what he's done on the ground. Pretty good.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. Take a time out, make more of our selections with Tony Dunn. C3 Podcast back with you after this.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Here today with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. Hey Jeff, how's inventory going?
Inventory levels are increasing. For the first time in over 45 days, we have Mazdas in stock, Buick in stock, Cadillac in stock, and GMC in stock. I highly encourage the customer to go to gmc.com, build and price their vehicle, share that with Brown & Wood, and let us place your order. We need some price protection for these customers, and you got to place an order to have that.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville, and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times this football season, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Get ready to have fun this season, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Be sure to try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. Open till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, Wings Over has everything to cure those late night munchies. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. The doors open at noon, 7 days a week. And the Buck has live music every night, along with football. Monday is open mic night, the first Monday of each month. Tuesday, it's karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, it's acoustic night. Thursday, it's the dance party with DJ Kid Scene and live music every Friday and Saturday night with the best bands on the East Coast. Follow the Buck on Instagram for information and schedule of events. This season, party like a pirate at the Buck.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. ECU football alum Dakota Marshall is the owner of First and Goal Hauling. He has a full fleet of dump trucks, and they can haul anything, dirt, asphalt, and stone. First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Follow First and Goal Hauling on Facebook today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, Friday. Shirley Rhodes, CJ Schaefer, Chandler Honeycutt. Happy birthday Eve to Chandler. Tony Dunn here. Tony, would you like to address Kenny Curling's comment on Facebook Live. He said Cam sucked.
God.
You suck.
Cam sucked. Yeah.
I mean, sucks being MVP.
Sucks. Chandler, Bengals at Jets.
I'm going to go...
I'm tired of picking the Bengals.
Did the Bengals... Weren't they supposed to, improve their offensive line?
They did.
Well, let me tell you something.
They didn't.
They have not. It is terrible.
I told you, which hadn't happened yet and probably won't, but I told you the Bengals wouldn't make the playoffs this year. I saw some regression.
So, and Jets coming off a crazy win last week over the Browns, coming back from 13 points with literally a minute and a half. What a Cleveland Brown thing to do.
I'm taking the Bengals.
I'm going Bengals on the road.
I'm taking the Bengals. I'm so tired of taking the Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
Can't stop myself. Tony.
Bengals.
This is what brought up my question. I asked you guys off the air, but Elijah Moore or Tyler Lockett. I think during the break we have finalized that I will go with Lockett.
After much deliberation and after Tony and I both starting with Moore, and then
the only other thing to think about with this, and this is just flip flop for fantasy football, is that there's a good chance the Jets are playing from behind a lot in this game, and
true.
Then they're throwing the ball a lot. While Seattle, I was so mad on my prize picks last week. I had Geno under 30 completion, under 29.5 completion. He got 30.
Wow.
Not completions, attempts. It was attempts.
Oh yeah,
you're loving the completions and attempts prop, aren't you?
It's a good one.
But on the Falcons,
I got Chubb last night with a touchdown though.
Couldn't you? If one of these games is like a wild one back and forth, isn't it more likely to be Falcons, Seahawks than Bengals? I don't know. Maybe they both could.
Because Flacco. But you're gonna say Flacco can't really just slang it, but neither can Geno.
Yeah. CJ,
are these good dad games?
Yeah, I know.
I will go Bengals with minimal confidence.
All right.
They're gonna get it right.
CJ.
I did call it for their receiver though, Jamar Chase.
Raiders at Titans.
There you go.
Titans.
Chad Moore, close your ears. They stink. The Titans stink.
Not good. Tough start. The Raiders aren't very good either.
Who are you picking?
I'm guessing not the Titans.
The Raiders.
All right. Well, they stink too.
They do.
They do not stink.
I think I'm gonna
smell them. Put your nose up to the Raiders and smell them, and tell me what you smell.
Clips feet.
I smell penning.
Tony.
I'm going with, this is like my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th consecutive road victor. Raiders.
There's no way this can happen.
You said, I think before we even came on the air, that
I said I'm picking
80%.
Yeah.
So all right, well I guess we'll see.
I'm taking the Raiders too, Chandler.
Who is this next? I can't. This next one.
Titans get their first win.
All right. Chandler, Jaguars at Chargers. Justin Herbert out. I believe Chase Daniel was the quarterback for the Chargers.
Still insulted by CW.
Give me the
Who is the
Chargers defense is going to
Who is the backup quarterback?
I believe Chase Daniel.
Chase Daniel, who's been in the league for about 15
the
years.
$62 million
Old Mizzou guy. Boy.
I'll take the Chargers.
I'm going to go Chargers. I think their defense, you got Khalil Mack on one side, Bosa on the other. They're going to give Lawrence fits all day. Chargers.
Big opportunity for the Jags, though. If they do win this game, we'll start to take them a little serious.
Yeah.
At 2-1.
I'm going to take the Chargers, though.
All right.
This is my first home game.
And the worst home field advantage. CJ.
I'll take the Chargers, too, if for nothing else, so that I don't lose a point to you guys.
Did you hear that the doctor, remember the doctor that punctured Tyrod?
Same doctor.
He's still there?
He's still there?
And Herbert's got a rib injury.
Yeah. That's how Herbert got his first start.
Yeah. Somebody said the reason that he's there is, still there is Justin's thanks for doing that. Get me in sooner than later.
And now he's going to, break Chase Daniel's arm so Herbert can play.
Yeah. Herbert, man, what a start to his career.
Yeah.
He's been incredible.
Stud. Just think if you drafted Chase Young over him.
Yeah. Remember that? I remember that. Just think if you wanted Justin Herbert and he went right before you in the draft, and then you got Derek Brown.
Chase Young could still be great. I'm not going to hate it.
He's hurt, bro.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks for the news flash.
Stay hurt.
Thanks for the breaking news.
Well, if anything, Curtis Samuel tells you, hey, you might be invisible and then all of a sudden be
miracles
visible.
Happen. Yeah. Falcons at Seahawks.
I'm picking the Falcons.
Tony
on the road.
Loves a road team. I'm taking the Seahawks at home.
The Falcons have been better than they should be, which is not good.
Last week we had the Jets miracle comeback, the Cardinals miracle comeback, the Dolphins miracle comeback.
Mm-hmm.
There was another team that came up just short, and that was the Falcons on the road at...
Was it San Francisco? No. It was a West Coast team.
And they just came up short in their attempt. So who are you taking here, Chandler?
Who was
Battle of the Birds.
The Rams. It was the Rams.
Thank you. Yep.
Battle of the Birds. Back-to-back West Coast trips for the Falcons.
Probably just stayed there.
Seahawks have stayed on the West Coast. With San Fran last week, they come back home and they take a win away from the Falcons. Give me the Seahawks.
All right. And CJ?
I will take the Seahawks.
We go Rams at Cardinals.
Is this a trap game?
Tony, we used to play, we used to have something called trap game or crap game. I think this is way more trap than crap because I think...
Yeah, this is going to be a good game. Well, it could be.
I'll take the Rams. I'm not falling for it.
Give me the Rams. Away teams. All the way.
I'm taking Rams, but I'm still not sold on them.
No, I'm not. And they're not really good early in the season, it seems like.
Nope.
And then on top of that, the Cardinals, maybe did we prematurely write them off? But then, no, because it took a miracle for them.
How about that? Was there not a flag on that Kyler Murray play?
Was just running on.
Like, there had
there's
to be
not a single hold.
There had to be 8 defensive holds in the end zone, 7 on the O line. But I like they just let him play.
What did they say he ran on that play? It was like
probably around 50 yards.
It was like 140 yards, man. It was crazy.
Who you got, Chandler?
One of my favorite fantasy players this year so far, Darrell Henderson. Have a big day for me, big guy. Give me the Rams.
I thought you were going to call him Big Baby.
Big Baby
Glenn Davis.
Tony, I'm struggling with this one, so give me some direction. Packers at Bucks.
You're not going to like this. I'm taking Packers on the road. I don't believe in the Bucks.
What do I care?
One, you say give me some direction. One, like you think that this game is hard to pick. One, because you asked it like that.
Are you acting like it's easy to pick?
No. I
Okay.
said that's why you're not going to like. Actually, I'm not going to like this. The road team again. I don't believe in the Bucks right now.
Tony's gonna have a horrible record. This
They're on
week,
their
picking all these
third. They're on their third string right tackle. They don't have Mike Evans. They don't have a single receiver that they have. Wes Welker.
Wes Welker?
No. Who's the little
You're
guy?
right. I'm not gonna like this.
Who's the guy that they signed from Buffalo?
Steve Largent.
Cole Beasley.
Fred Bolitnikoff.
Wes Welker.
I didn't know they signed Cole Beasley. Interesting.
Get with the program.
He'll probably have 8 catches this week.
Yep.
You're taking the Packers.
I am.
CJ.
I was hoping you wouldn't say me next because I was going to take the Bucks and I started getting swayed.
Whatever Tony just said made you take the Packers?
Look, I got to have an open mind, right?
The Bucks didn't put up any points in the first half against the Saints. The Saints defense is all right, but the Saints offense didn't do anything in that game.
Bucks offense didn't do much week 1 against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right, Packers it is.
Packers offense didn't do anything. Chandler. We're doing way too much Brady bug bashing. I get it. I get why, but I'm taking the Bucks.
I'm gonna go with you on the Bucks.
I saw a tweet. You know how his face is so sunk in right now?
Yeah.
Somebody said Tom Brady looks like someone tried to draw Kevin Bacon from memory.
That's funny because I was thinking of Kevin Bacon specifically, I think, from Stir of Echoes. You remember that movie, Tony? That was a good movie.
But I thought that was a funny one.
And like he's like sickly, and his face starts getting skinny and stuff. Yeah, well.
They say Kyler Murray ran 85 yards on that play.
Wow.
Yeah, Tom Brady looks weird. I'll take the Bucs. I like this Sunday night game. I want to see the Broncos wake up.
I'm going Broncos.
Wake up!
I think they wake up on Sunday night.
I'll take the Broncos, but I don't love it. Tony, take the road team. You got to.
You got it. You got to finish it.
Finish it.
All the way team. That's crazy.
CJ, Niners at Broncos.
I'm taking the road team as well.
All right. And Tony.
Not in this one.
Really?
I'm taking the Giants at home.
Huh.
So I have 2 home games, 2 home teams this week.
Do you believe in the Giants?
No, but I don't believe in the Cowboys. That's for sure. The Cowboys are not good.
I believe the Giants can be 3-0, and I still won't really believe in them.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What I'm saying?
They're playing with house money. You know, it's kind of a fun story right now. There's something. Look at the Giants' schedule real quickly.
Yeah.
Is that they could be 6-0.
They play some bad teams.
Yeah, because I think they play the AFC South.
Yep. So coming up after this, Bears at home at Green Bay's tough.
Yeah. Okay, so
well, Ravens is tough. But then they got Jags, Seahawks, Texans, Lions, Cowboys, Commanders. You could reel off some wins there. Here's what I'm going to take the Cowboys 2-0 with Cooper Rush, and let's get that quarterback controversy going. Give me the Cowboys.
Cowboys and their defense looked really good last week against a very terrible offensive line in Cincinnati. I think they step up again. Kenny, you're going to like this. Give me the Cowboys.
Micah Parsons looks tremendous. CJ.
Scary.
Give me the Giants.
What do you think of the Giants' defense last week, guys?
Not a single, not one player dominated. They all just kind of contributed, and that was no Thibodeau. I guess Dexter Lawrence?
Dexter Lawrence.
He's people have been
from Clemson.
Yeah, he's been playing very well for the Giants. I think Thibodeau comes back this week too.
Is he still out from the preseason?
Yeah.
Hit the block. Yeah. All right, picks are in.
That Randy Moss's kid, I think, did that.
Oh yeah,
Thaddeus Moss.
Thaddeus.
Tony, where can people hear you talk more?
You can hear us talk a long time about the Carolina Panthers and their suffering tonight. Friday Free For All, where fans can come on the show. They run the conversation. But we also have our biggest show of the week now is the post game because we're in the season. Tuesday nights live, Wednesday beat check, Thursday Madden simulation. We're out there. We're grinding.
You all right, Urban Meyer? But you guys only used to do 2 shows a week. Your Tuesday night show and then the post game show. It seems like you're pushing out content just about every single day.
We've been growing tremendously.
Seems like you're on more nights now.
My wife would say, yeah, it seems like every night.
Talk about that.
Well, you know what you could do is you could come into Pirate Radio and smash the thumbs up button, subscribe, and go over to the C3 Panthers podcast and do the same.
Do the same thing.
Hit the little bell notification.
I am
on the thumbs up button.
I am a subscriber to the pod.
I am a subscriber.
It drops into my feed.
And I know that because I get a notification on YouTube, and it's usually C3 Panther Podcast.
Real quick, everybody. Mark says Christian Kirk or Adam Thielen. Christian Kirk has been paid like a number one, and he has played like a number one.
He is earning that $81 million.
Give me Christian Kirk.
Yep.
Zach says, is Mayfield worse than Darnold?
No.
Yes.
Yes, no.
Sorry,
Yeah, no.
I just wanted to annoy you guys.
Well, yeah, no,
He's not worse than Darnold, but he hasn't played better than Darnold.
I've seen worse quarterbacks.
Thank you, Mully. All right, we'll take a break, come back. Morgan Aylers joins us as we kick off Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
It's bow time. Why are Bojangles Chicken Supremes called Supremes? Well, with golden crispy chicken tenderloins this juicy, tender, and full of bold flavor, what else would you call them? Superbs? Nah, that would be weird. Get your Chicken Supremes combo today with a scratch-made biscuit, your choice of fixin', legendary iced tea, and have you heard there's a new sauce in town? Try our new creamy buffalo sauce when you get a Chicken Supremes combo today. It's bow time.
Beauty Bar MediSpa wants to know if you are ready to fall into beauty. October 7th through the 14th. All services and products will be on sale. Botox, filler, painless laser hair removal, facials, RF microneedling, rejuvenating laser treatments to treat brown spots, wrinkles, texture, veins, and skin tightening. And now, the only facility in the area to offer non-surgical under-eye fat pad treatments. BeautyBarMedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
With over 30 locations across North Carolina and southeastern Virginia, Quality Equipment is your local John Deere dealer, where you'll find everything you need for your next project. Our complete lineup of John Deere lawn and garden, agricultural, and commercial worksite equipment comes with years of experience, expertise, and dedication. We know what it takes to get it done right. Stop by today or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. It's ECU's last shot at the Big Three. I'll have some thoughts next. Just like Pepsi, C.J. Johnson from Greenville, born in Eastern Carolina.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us, and those of us that live in Eastern North Carolina know what a special time of year it is. This is Landon Minges with Minges Bottling Group. I'm the fourth generation of my family to have the honor of distributing Pepsi-Cola products to my neighbors in Eastern North Carolina. For over 75 years, my family has taken pride in this great responsibility, and we are proud to have remained locally owned and operated for over 7 decades. When you purchase a Pepsi in Eastern North Carolina, you are supporting your community and keeping those dollars right here in your own backyard. Support local, drink Pepsi. Go Pirates.
Houston, Cincinnati, and UCF say goodbye to the American Athletic Conference at the end of the year, moving on to the Big 12. Quite frankly, the Pirates have not been competitive against the defectors since ECU joined the AAC. Here are the numbers. Football first. ECU is 0-3 versus Houston, 1-7 versus Cincinnati, and 1-6 versus UCF. The three schools leaving for the Big 12 in basketball, the Pirates are 4-15 versus UCF. The Knights have won 14 in a row. ECU is 2-9 versus Cincinnati. The Pirates have lost 6 in a row to the Bearcats, and 3-10 versus Houston. If you combine football and basketball together, ECU is 11-49 against those three. So this is it. Who knows when or if ECU will ever play Houston, Cincinnati, and UCF again. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. Listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers, and they have one of the biggest used car inventories in Eastern North Carolina. You can shop online today at eastcarolinachrysler.dodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Friday. Josh is making it a familiar night. Josh Brinkley asked for a recommendation. I always go with not always, but my go-to, build your own pasta and either linguine, fettuccine, Alfredo, shrimp, sausage. That is my go-to. They have fantastic pizza. The Supreme is great. Buffalo chicken is great. The all meat is great. And then, look, lasagna, spaghetti, it's really up to you. But if I had to make one recommendation, I love they have great Alfredo there. So go with the sausage. Go with the Alfredo on some noodles with some meat. What do you recommend?
The only thing I've had there is their pizza, and their pizza is fantastic. If you're a buffalo chicken guy, you definitely got to try out the buffalo chicken pizza. Recently, I tried the Supreme, a little bit of everything on the pizza, and it was delicious. So, and if you're feeling kind of frisky, get both.
All right. There are the recommendations. Let's head out to the Pit Electric Live line and talk to Morgan Aylers, the voice of Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. He joins us today. Hello, Morgan.
Good afternoon, Clip Brock and supporting cast and people that keep him straight and on the air.
Yes, sir. And Morgan Aylers will be on the air coming up 6 o'clock, high school huddle. Morgan, another beautiful night in Eastern North Carolina for some high school football.
Man, it is. You got last night, you got that touch of fall a little bit, and tonight is supposed to be in the 40s. Beautiful outside right now, kind of breezy. It is football weather. This is football weather.
Yes, sir. And an hour of previews coming up at 6 o'clock. D.H. Conley back in action tonight. We'll have that for you 7 o'clock right here on Pirate Radio. We've got East Carolina Navy coming up tomorrow at 6, Morgan, and we're with you 2 o'clock on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Morgan Aylers has witnessed several Navy ECU games from high atop Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. He has never seen East Carolina beat Navy here at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. How does that change tomorrow, Morgan?
I think it changes because we're a much deeper team than we've been since probably the early rough days. I think we're better schematically defensively than we've been in quite a while. And I think that you're going to see a bunch of guys that do not want to let this one get away. Not that the other teams didn't. Obviously, we won last year up at Navy on that last-second field goal. But, I think you got a bunch of players that are on a mission this year to put East Carolina back on the map. And I think they really are taking it one game at a time. And they're not going to take anybody for granted, regardless of what Navy's record is. And, supposedly they're having a down season. Well, guess what? They're still Navy. They still got very good football players, very intelligent football players that know how to play the game. They've had 2 weeks to prepare, but that being said, I think East Carolina is going to be really dialed in tomorrow, and hopefully they come out of there with a decisive win.
Have had some great crowds here in September, Morgan, hoping for another one. Should be another one tomorrow. We had Justin Baer from marketing on yesterday, and he said we'll have some parachuters before the game. That's going to be really cool, coming up at 5:42, I believe he said. And then had a flyover scheduled earlier, had some issues with that, now trying to get another one in. So who knows, a lot of cool stuff going on in conjunction with the Military Appreciation Day tomorrow.
I think East Carolina does a really good job and has for many years with the Military Appreciation Day, really reaching out to the military bases for those who serve our country, and whether it's Camp Lejeune or Cherry Point or even, down in the Fayetteville area and the Coast Guard stations. They bring in a lot of people, not players, but people and military families that get to enjoy the game that might not otherwise. And I think that's a really special thing for Eastern North Carolina and for East Carolina. And with playing Navy, and one of the cool things, and regardless if they win or lose, at the end of the game, Navy goes over and they hear the band plays the fight song, and I think that's really cool. The Navy alma mater, and that's one of the cool traditions in sports. And just like the Army Navy game at the end of the year, regardless of who wins the game, both teams respect each other and respect the the traditions of that, and it's really a cool deal. And looking forward to Navy coming in tomorrow.
ECU will be wearing white uniforms, white helmets. It's a whiteout at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. And speaking of uniforms, Morgan, you'll be once again voice of Minges Coliseum this year. Mike Schwartz getting ready for year number 1, and some Pirate unis were unveiled today on social media. And the old Pirate script is back, and had some good looks in that white, gold, and purple. Also a black uniform that says East Carolina. But did you see those, Morgan? And if so, what'd you think of the Pirate script on the basketball jersey?
I did see those. I thought it was really cool. I always liked the Pirate script. I thought it was, I know why they went away from it. It's, you can't, you from a marketing standpoint, you can't keep trying to sell the same thing over and over and over again with the new logos and new looks. But that's one logo that I always liked, and I'm glad they brought it back. I think it looks good on the uniforms, especially the basketball uniforms. And I'm excited about what Coach Schwartz is doing over there and what's going to be happening this fall. And excited to be back over in Minges a little bit later on when they kick off their season in November. And the schedule came out earlier this week. Looks like a great home schedule. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I think people are going to be excited when they see that team hit the court.
Morgan Aylers joining us on the Pitt Electric Live Line as he will be high atop Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium on Saturday. And once again, high school huddle coming up at 6. Morgan, what area games are you looking at focusing on this Friday?
Well, there's some really good area matchups. You've got South Central going at J.H. Rose tonight. We're going to be previewing that matchup. That's always going to be a fun night, whether it's in the stands or on the field. And J.H. Rose has got a really special team this year. They're playing really good football right now, knocking off Jacksonville last week. South Central fell to Northside, so they're trying to get back on the winning track. And then you've got Aiden Griffin going to Farmville Central, which one of the older rivalries in high school football around in these parts. And two great communities is set to do battle, so that'll be a good game tonight. Washington's at West Craven. North Pitt, they're playing North Johnston. And then D.H. Conley's at home in our Pirate Radio Game of the Week. They're going to be taking on Northside Jacksonville. Coach Nate Connor's team was off last week, so they've had 2 weeks to prepare before they kick off in the Big Carolina Conference. And that should be a good matchup. So got a lot of fun games to watch, and always, try to get you ready to go before our Pirate Radio Game of the Week at 7. And hopefully you enjoy it. It's a lot of fun to do, and Shirley does a great job keeping me straight and keeping me on the tracks and going in the right direction.
And that's coming up 6 o'clock, High School Huddle right here on Pirate Radio. Morgan, thanks for joining us today, man. Have a great showing tomorrow with your PA duties at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a great weekend, and go Pirates.
Thank you, sir. Morgan Aylers joining us, Pitt Electric Live Line. Pitt Electric is hiring. If you want to join their team, you can do so. Go to pittelectric.com. They have been your trusted electrical partners since 1981 and Eastern North Carolina's premier electrical contractor for all of those years. I tell you what, I think we need to give away some beer here. Get somebody fired up. Get somebody as excited as Chandler heading into the weekend. Shirley Rhodes, let's open up that booty bag.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
We got a case of Bud Light, and it can be yours. What a great gift to have during this football season. Crack open a Bud Light, enjoy some football. Shirley, what caller are you looking for? 317-1250. 317-1250. Caller number 12 is a winner. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville wants you to make this a September to remember. Come check out the huge selection of new cars and trucks as the inventory is back, and so are the incentives. It's Ram Power Days at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, and they've got 0% for 72 months on Ram Bighorn and Laramie trim models. Or you can save up to $8,000 on select Ram 1500 crew cabs. This is the best truck offer you'll find anywhere. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep needs to make way for the 2023 models, so September customers will get huge savings. That's saving up to $8,000 on a new Ram now. Oh, and you'll also find a great selection of new Jeeps. Save up to $3,000 on a new Jeep Gladiator and save up to $5,500 on select new Wagoneers.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Craft Barrel in Greenville. Come see us.
Offers do not include tax, tags, and $7.99 admin fee. Customers must qualify for all applicable rebates. See dealer for details.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Greenville Utilities electric customers will soon be able to receive text notifications in the event of power outages. Enrollment is automatic, so make sure GUC has your cell phone number by signing into your account at GUC.com, then update the information in your user profile. Want to talk with someone instead? Call 252-752-7166 during business hours. 252-752-7166. Update us so we can update you. Visit GUC.com for more information.
CD's Grill on Fire Tower Road in Winterville is now open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. You heard right. CD's Grill is now open for dinner. CD's Grill is famous for its great breakfasts, terrific country cooking lunch specials, and now CD's Grill is open for dinner Monday through Friday and for breakfast on Saturday. CD's Grill has great Carolina cheeseburgers and an 18-item salad bar. Whether it's for breakfast, lunch, and now dinner, make it CD's Grill on Fire Tower Road in Winterville, the best country cooking around.
Hey, I'm Morgan Aylers. No one knows better than me how important it is as a quarterback to have protection on the field to be successful. My frontline team is critical to my success. For your frontline insurance protection, you need the team at Buck Insurance Agency. Buck Insurance Agency is your local team and have been helping customers like you for over 30 years with their insurance needs. When you need insurance protection, you'll get the whole team with Brian Buck and his staff. Call toll-free at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
This is Stephen Igo, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. It is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. And Tiebreakers is in Greenville at Bells Fork and in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. And congratulations to Chip Wall of Farmville. Picked up our big Free Beer Friday winner, by the way. And he walks away with a big old thing of Bud Light. Now back to you, Cliff.
All in all, it's just another chip in the wall.
All in all, it's just
well done,
another
sir.
chip in the wall.
Hey, teacher, let those kids alone.
You going to Tiebreaker Sunday?
Me? You know Hugh?
Hugh Jackson?
No, do you know Hugh?
Hugh Douglas.
No, you're close. Hugh damn right I am.
Ah, that old spin of a yarn. Let's go back out to the Pit Electric Live line and get you ready for your football weekend with Brian North, WCTI 12. The Blitz coming up tonight after all the area high school action. North, how you doing on this Friday?
Doing okay, recharged, ready to go. Had a little power nap today to hopefully get through tonight and tomorrow, because I'll be back on the team for the Pirates, checking out their game with Nate.
East Carolina 2-1, and I think the consensus, Brian, before the season started was, look, 4 home games to start. 4-0 would be awesome. You finish 3-1, you still got a lot of goals in front of you, including that would mean you're undefeated in conference play and on track for a really good season, and that's right there in front of them if they can take care of the struggling Navy midshipmen. One of the storylines going into this one, Brian, is an early bye for Navy. I guess if you start 0-2, an early bye isn't the worst thing to try to figure out what's going on wrong. So Navy coming off that will get the Pirates. East Carolina coming in here with a lot of momentum, coming off 2 straight wins.
You know, the bye will get them right for making correcting maybe some of the mistakes, but they're not going to change what they do a whole lot. So it'll be interesting to see if they're a little more crisp with their execution when it comes to that. And the residuals of the pandemic are still being seen, especially for places like the service academies, where they didn't get in as many practices and they lost some time, and they still have a lot of obligations going on. So maybe getting this extra practice time this week, we'll see if it pays off. It certainly isn't going to hurt them, that's for sure. And they certainly love making their trip to Dowdy Ficklen Stadium where they're 4-0 all the time. So they may be looking at this as a healing game if they can do what they've done in the past. Well, I know Mike Houston, this is a big challenge game for his team, and I know that's something they've been looking at and practicing for throughout the summer.
The confidence level, probably amongst the players, but I think even the Pirate fans is up compared to previous years when it comes to playing Navy. East Carolina, although Navy scored on them last year, one of those was a kickoff return, I believe. I want to say special teams got involved for Navy last year, but East Carolina has done a decent job against them. I think the main thing here, Brian, is we have an offense now that can put up enough points to beat Navy, even if they have one of those 35 to 38-point games. Can our offense hang? I say yes, and I guess that's why the odds makers have East Carolina as a big favorite, although the total's kind of low. I think the odds makers are saying East Carolina is going to do an admirable job of stopping the run tomorrow. We shall see.
Either that or there'll be limited possessions because of Navy running the option, and that's also, I think, a factor in. But you look at the 2 wins that ECU has in the series, they've been field goal wins and high-scoring games. So, no, you're right. The offense has got to do its part, but I think there's a higher confidence in the defense. You look at what the Pirate defense has done in the past. I don't even know if they've gotten away like a speed bump for that Navy offense. It's just some of the long touchdown runs and passes that the Naval Academy's had in this series through the years has been appalling if you're a Pirate fan. But a little bit better showing last year, and I just think this defense is built different this year. We've talked about this a lot with Mike Houston and how he wants to build the defense and how good his defense was at JMU. And it started last year, and you're starting to see take another step forward this year. There's more dogs on this defense. There's more guys willing to step up and take the challenge and get involved in one-on-one tackles and trying to create turnovers. And there's just a little more attitude, edge, nastiness, whatever you want to call it. There's a little something more there with that defense this year.
Big Saturday in the state of North Carolina. You got East Carolina hosting Navy, and Brian, as you look at the ACC, Clemson making the trip to Winston-Salem to take on Wake Forest, Notre Dame in Chapel Hill to face the Tar Heels. So you got some undefeated teams playing there. A Notre Dame team finally coming off their first win last week. So interesting day across the state. How about those 2 matchups? Clemson-Wake. Does Wake have enough offense to get by that vaunted Clemson defense on Saturday?
Let me take one step backwards here. When was the last time in the last weekend of September was Duke, Wake Forest, NC State, UNC all undefeated, and App and ECU just one loss, and that's because it was to other schools in our state. I mean, it's off to a great football year in our state.
Yeah.
Said that. And NC Central, you throw them in, they're 3-0, I believe. So having said that, expectations kind of building here, and for Wake Forest, this is where they've been building to. This is where they want it. They've been a really good program the last 6 years. They and Clemson, 2 of the better teams record-wise in the ACC. And now it comes to this. When Wake had their little hiccup against Liberty last week and almost lost, I said, well, there you go. They were already looking ahead to Clemson. Liberty's dangerous. Now we'll see how refocused they are. But this is the game they've had in their sights ever since the schedule came out. This is their Super Bowl right now at Wake Forest. And I'm expecting a pretty big crowd. But Clemson, man, this is the games Clemson lives for too, right? The ones where everybody's not giving them as much of a chance to dominate. So if that Wake Forest defense doesn't come to play and force a couple turnovers, it could be a long day, because I think that Clemson defense will be able to keep the Wake Forest offense in check somewhat.
And everything is at different levels, right? So, like, you talk about Clemson and not getting respect. I mean, they're 7-point favorites on the road, but to your point, nationally, Clemson is probably not in the conversation right now with, Bama, Georgia, Ohio State. If they win this one on the road as the number 5 team in the country, and say their offense does put up points, Wake can certainly give up points. It might be big nationally for Clemson to get back in the discussion there.
So Clemson is living off its reputation nationally, and look, they're still really, really good. But those in the know just do not like DJ Ukulele Malalele playing quarterback for them. He just hasn't been able to produce the points back there, and it hasn't been as dynamic as a quarterback as they've had. And until he can prove that against a somewhat decent defense, but nationally, I don't think they would give Clemson any more respect for beating Wake Forest, because Wake Forest doesn't get any respect.
Yeah.
So I don't know if people outside looking in would see this as a huge win for Clemson outside of that Wake Forest is ranked. But I still don't think it would be a big respect game until they beat one of the big-name big boys. That's just a national, not knowing everything perspective.
NC State taking on UConn, and then they have their date at Clemson coming up on October 1st. And if Clemson does win, that sets up a showdown, potentially game day there at Death Valley, and a really fun one to kick off October, Brian.
I think NC State may be built better to beat Clemson than Wake Forest is to beat Clemson. So this is a mature team. I don't see them having one of those look-ahead games with UConn, and I don't think UConn's that good to go into NC State. Unless they completely implode, which, I guess it's possible. But I'm looking forward to that Clemson-NC State game. Even if Clemson loses to Wake, which I just don't think can happen, that's still within that division. You throw in Florida State, you throw in I don't know if there's anybody else to throw in, but that mix of who can win that division, it's going to be a crazy year this year in that division. So the gauntlet will continue, but for Clemson, this is a key couple of weeks.
Brian North joining us on the Pitt Electric Live Line. Got the Blitz coming up tonight. We'll talk high school football in a moment, diving around the NFL, Brian, and Matt Rule, Baker Mayfield, and the Panthers still looking for their first win of the year, and they need it on Sunday because they can't go to 0-3. They can't go to 0-1 in the division play. The Saints coming to town, and Saints coming off a loss. Their defense has been really good. Jameis to Michael Thomas has been kind of hit or miss, a little inconsistent offensively. But, boy, the Panthers, I don't know if it's not must win, I guess, but for Matt Rule and these fans, they need one here, and they need it in a hurry.
No, it is must win if you're the head coach, because isn't the feeling that David Tepper's just ready to yank the rug out from underneath Matt Rule if it happens, even though he's got this long contract, even though it wouldn't make any sense who he put in. There's a bunch of reasons why it doesn't make. The emotional side of it is it would make sense because everybody's kind of tired of Matt Rule. The 2 losses by a total of 5 points. You can say, well, they're really close, but you can also say those were winnable games because of simple execution that didn't go right, whether it's turnovers, fumble snaps, penalties, missed tackles. There's just these little things that you look at a well-coached team and a team that may not be as well-coached, they're not doing as well. So, look, they've got to win against the Saints, and it just feels like that David Tepper would make the move, and we could all be wrong on it. Just as David Tepper has gone with some of his emotional reactions as an interfering owner, it just feels like something would happen if they lost the Saints.
That one coming up Sunday at 1 o'clock. My Commanders taking on the Eagles, and that's scary. Yeah, Carson Wentz revenge game. You got that factor, but boy, the Eagles look really good, Brian. Look like they might be the team in the NFC East, and if they keep winning and making believers out of people, you could put them at the in the conversation for their NFC Championship later this year.
And it always feels like every time there's a big game for Carson Wentz, that's when he plays his worst. Like he changes or can't handle the pressure of the big game. So I'd be worried about that one. Philadelphia looks good now. Jalen Hurts is starting to show some ability to throw the long ball
on
a more consistent basis. That's an intriguing game. But I'm thinking Ron Rivera now has got a system in place. He's finally got a decent quarterback. Maybe they could pull off a win and maybe they need a statement win at this point, I think, in that division. And I think Carson Wentz needs a confidence-building win because I'm telling you, every time the spotlight gets brighter, that guy does some knucklehead thing.
Brian North joining us. Brian, I don't know how much you followed Broncos football this year, but you like the local angle. So Javonte Williams at running back there. They might be, the Colts are the most disappointing team at 0-2, getting shut out by Jacksonville, I guess. But the Broncos have been just horrid offensively. Time management, Nathaniel Hackett, speaking of bright lights, he has been freaking out on the sidelines during games. Yeah. And they got a big one Sunday. I love this matchup, 49ers-Broncos, Sunday night. That'll be a good one. But, man, Russell Wilson and Williams and Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy are not household names necessarily at receiver, but very young, talented receivers there. Yeah. And they have not done anything with it. And it's hilarious. Their fans are chanting down the play clock to help out the coach there at home games. It's a hilarious mess right now. They can erase all that with a big win on Sunday night. But man, some heat on Nathaniel Hackett already after 2 weeks. It's pretty funny.
That guy got rabbit ears or what? That first game when he wouldn't go for it at 4th and 5 with 30-some seconds to go with his multi-gazillion-dollar quarterback there and a 60-yard field goal. I think everybody thought, okay, let's see if he learns from that, and obviously he did. I think that triggered him to even more panic because it's been bad. He's got 2 stud running backs, but they both fumbled several times along the goal.
Oh, yeah.
Had a big goal line back they don't even put in those situations. So this is one of those, the decision-making, the stress of the decision-making, it seems to send the head coach into a different direction. And, a lot of people want to see Javonte carry the ball more, make Melvin Gordon more of your third down back. You've got your goal. So there's just – and then with Russell Wilson, it's Russ is trying to do too much, let the running game carry you, and then you can play action, you can do other things. So there's just a lot of identity crisis going on there right now with a head coach that reminds me of Fonzie in Waterboy. Henry Winkler.
Yeah, Winkler.
Waterboy.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see how this works out. He could end up being a fine coach. I'm sure he knows his stuff, but it has been a rough couple of weeks there in Denver. They were able to sneak out a win against the lowly Houston Texans. Brian North joining us here on the Pit Electric Live Line. The Blitz coming up tonight, WCTI 12, big night of high school football. As I look outside the Pirate Radio studios right now, a gorgeous night for football once again, Brian, here on a Friday.
Yeah, and we've 5th straight rainless Friday night. You can even say in that very first Friday we had a nice window to get the games in and it didn't rain at all. But this is we flipped the switch to the perfect fall Friday night with cooler temperatures down in the low 60s tonight, a little bit of wind. But this is the first time it feels like fall football. And it's interesting because we're halfway through the season now and a bunch of teams, about 8. So you'd say, I don't know, we've got about 40-plus teams in our viewing area. So a quarter of our teams are actually off tonight, getting ready for league play next week. But we've still got some great matchups tonight as good rivalry games. J.H. Rose and South Central is always interesting when they get together. Aiden Griffin and Farmville Central, always interesting, and they're both fighting for wins right now. So we got some good games in the Pitt County area tonight. Conley back after a week of rest. So they're going to host a Northside Jacksonville team coming off its first win in a couple of years. So some good games around the Pirate Radio listening area.
We'll have Conley football for you tonight. Morgan Aylers will get you ready for all the action coming up 6 o'clock on the High School Huddle. That's a fantastic preview show, and then get all your recaps and highlights with Brian North and only Brian North, because we talked to Brett Kennedy earlier this week. He is off to a wedding, right, Brian?
Yeah, not his, though.
no, not his, but
I've always said if you have friends that are getting married during football season, you don't have friends. But Brett Kennedy apparently has a friend getting married during football season, so he's missing out on a great Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of football around Eastern North Carolina. But that's okay. I get it. We'll have it held down.
There it is. Brian North's got it covered, and I told Brett that sometimes Brian doesn't mind getting out of the house a little extra anyway, doing it on his own. So not the worst thing in the world. You say you're going to the game tomorrow, Brian?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be covering the old Naval Academy at ECU. So the problem is I got to figure out the newfangled technology we do now, because we send things back through like Magic Voodoo stuff that I don't do a whole lot anymore. It's not the old microwave truck satellite days that it used to be. So old man's got to learn some new tricks this weekend.
You sound like one of those people that like live off the grid in the woods and they see a plane flying over and think it's like a UFO. Like, what is this technology? What is?
I'm telling you, man. Well, I see stuff like these QR codes have me freaked out. About those circles with all the dots that you point your phone at and it magically takes you.
Yeah, and then it directly it implants it into your brain, Brian, and they're under our skin. They've got yeah.
I don't like that.
Secret societies. It's all out there, man. Brian, thanks for joining us today. We'll check you out on the Blitz tonight, WCTI 12, and we'll lob you a phone call tomorrow if you're available on the Bud Light pregame tailgate.
Look forward to it, Clippy.
Thank you, North. Brian North joining us today on the Pitt Electric Live Line. We'll take a break, come back. When we return, we'll look at what's going on this weekend, your sports calendar. We've talked about the NFL games. We'll look at the big games in college football. See the Major League Baseball series going on as we wind down the regular season. Got that on the way here on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Are you ready, Pirate fans? Freeboot Friday is back. Uptown Greenville and the City of Greenville invites you to Freeboot Friday, the official pep rally of home ECU football games. Join fans for live music, food trucks, beer and wine, children activities, and more. The Freeboot Fun takes place from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. each Friday before ECU home football games in 5 Points Plaza. Visit Uptown Greenville for more information, and as always, go Pirates!
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too. In Pitt County, call Brandon Manning or Randy Daniels at 252-756-3007. North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Buying a home? Then you've got a lot on your mind. Now rising rates? It's a lot. This is Timothy Sawyer, your local Rocket Mortgage professional right here in Greenville, North Carolina. With Rocket, you have an advantage. You can lock your rate for 90 days while you search for a home. If rates rise, yours is safe. But if they fall within the first 3 years of buying, you can refinance to a lower rate with exclusive savings. Take the Rocket advantage of calling me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or do you just have the blahs? Well, maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness offers IV hydration, which can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, and even fix a hangover. Call today to set up an appointment at 350-1805. Locally owned and operated by Samantha Casper, Revive Health and Wellness has a new location and is ready to serve you. Stop by at 2459 Emerald Place in Greenville or go online at revivehealthwellness.org.
Hi, this is Parker Bunch. When I'm not hitting dingers or going viral, I'm listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Cliff.
Alrighty, back with you. Pirate Radio Live here on a Friday. We're with you 2 o'clock Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Stay tuned for that. We're going to have a lot of fun leading you up to the 6 o'clock kickoff. East Carolina taking on Navy. We're with you after the game. U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show. Looking at what else is going on tomorrow in the American. SMU had a marquee game last week, non-conference, and fell by a touchdown to Maryland. Another chance coming up Saturday to get a big non-conference win. They take on TCU. That one coming up at noon on ESPNU. TCU a slight favorite on the road in that one. South Florida had a big road game against a non-conference opponent last week. Came up just short to Florida. They get another chance to pull an upset on the road tomorrow. When they take on Louisville, it'll be South Florida's last game before they get into conference play with East Carolina coming up next week. Also, keeping an eye on the hurricane down there.
Yes.
That
is developing as we speak.
Roll through Tampa. So we'll talk about that quite a bit next week, I'm sure. One of the worst games on Saturday can be seen on ESPN Plus at 2 o'clock. UMass at Temple.
Good God.
How many people will be at that game? Can count them on one hand.
You asked, as Shirley would say.
Thank you. Indiana and Cincinnati, the Bearcats a big favorite over the Hoosiers, 3:30 ESPN2. Cincinnati 2-1, lone loss coming on the road at Arkansas. This is a future American matchup.
That is correct.
North Texas at Memphis. So that at 3:30 on ESPN Plus. And not too excited about the Mean Green joining the AAC. Tulsa 2-1 at 3-0 Ole Miss. That 4 o'clock on the SEC network. UCF is huge favorites over Georgia Tech. Seeing a lot of Jeff Collins on his last days down there in Atlanta.
Oh no, not the capris.
The and the vest could be no more with Jeff Collins down there. UCF 3 touchdown favorites against Georgia Tech. My goodness. Navy ECU be 6 o'clock on ESPN Plus. Rice at Houston. Dana needs a win, and a big one, after they got embarrassed by Kansas last week. That's 6 o'clock on the Plus, and then 7 o'clock ESPN Plus. Tulane looking to go to 4-0 as they take on Southern Miss. How about we are 3 weeks into the season, one undefeated team in the league, and that team is the Fighting Glores of Tulane.
4-0. 4-0.
Hello.
We're going for 4-0.
4-0.
Hello.
The 4-0.
The 4-0. The 2-0.
So that's what's going on tomorrow in the American. Top 25 action, marquee games. I guess Tennessee, Florida. Although Florida, I'm not really excited about Florida anymore. Who'd they beat? Oh, Utah. And then
struggled last week against the Bulls.
Struggled against them, lost to Kentucky. Tennessee. It's a big chance for Tennessee maybe to creep into the top 10 if they beat Florida on Saturday. I will be keeping up with Clemson, Wake Forest. Would love to see the Deacons pull off the upset there, but that one coming up at noon. Tomorrow night, Arkansas at Texas A&M, 7 o'clock on ESPN, the national ABC game. Not a very good one on paper. Ohio State, a huge favorite against Wisconsin. One of the games I really want to see this weekend, I won't be able to, USC and Oregon State, because it's on the Pac-12 network. But the Beavers are 3-0. Lincoln Riley's team just putting up a boatload of points, and we'll see if Oregon State can hang with them late night on Saturday. Arizona State, their first game without Herm Edwards, coming up 10:30 ESPN against Utah.
You play to win the game.
That's what he said, Chandler. The Braves at Philadelphia this weekend. That's tonight, 7:05 ESPN Plus. Aaron Judge looking for history. Red Sox Yankees tonight, 7:05. Orioles against the Astros this weekend. And any other big series? Mets are at the A's. Braves and Mets battling it out there. Burley and the Dodgers tonight on Apple TV at 10:10. So the Cardinals taking on the Dodgers tonight. Also, I was looking at my Score app and scrolled over to tomorrow to look at some college football scores. And before our games, before I could get there, I was interrupted by NHL preseason games. The NHL preseason begins on Saturday, so we are getting closer to some Canes hockey, which means we're also getting closer to some Hornets hoops, Chandler, with the NBA beginning next month.
Yes, sir, and welcome to Charlotte, a familiar face in the state of North Carolina. Dennis Smith Jr. has been added to the roster for the Hornets.
Do we care?
Not really, okay. And to be honest with you, I'm not very excited about, maybe and this will change in the next month, but my roommate is a big NBA nut, and he is not high on the Hornets. He actually says that the Hornets are probably the second to last team in the East.
Awesome. Can't wait for another year of crappy Hornets hoops coming your way. All right, let's get our final break in. We'll come back. Get ready to wrap things up here on Pirate Radio Live. We are back with you after this.
Here today with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. Jeff, how's the service department?
Service is going great. Like I told you before, 2022 is the year of the customer. We've been voted #1 dealership in Greenville for 3 years in a row, and there's a reason why. For service, we still offer free pickup and drop-off, so we're trying to make it super convenient for the customer. And right now, our customers are repairing their vehicles more than ever.
How can people make a service appointment?
They can go to brownwood.net or dial 355-6080.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Pabst is the place where things are exactly as you remember them, right down to the flicker of an old neon sign. Why is it flickering? I don't know. I'm a voice, not a neon mechanic.
Pabst is the place. Hey, Pirate fans, get stocked up for tailgating season with PBR at your favorite retailer. Look for the QR code on the PBR display and register for a chance to win a pizza oven. Game day or any day, all Pirates prefer PBR.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in our community and region. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead. North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Lang with Carolina Hardscapes, and we're excited to announce that we're Eastern North Carolina's premier fiberglass pool installation company. We partnered with industry-leading San Juan Pools so that we can build the backyard of your dreams. Whether it's an outdoor fireplace, patio, outdoor kitchen, or now a pool, give us a call at 364-1201 or find us on the web at carolinahardscapesandmulch.com so we can make your backyard the place to be. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
Here it is, a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was another rough day for the stock market. The Dow was down 486 points, closed out under 30,000 at 29,590. The NASDAQ was down 198 at 10,867, and the S&P was down 64 at 3,693. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, free boot about to get underway. You're getting underway. There's a crowd. There's stirring. I hear music. There's cars everywhere. So another fun weekend here in Greenville, North Carolina. Fourth straight home game coming up. It'll be nice for folks to kind of get a breath. Even Miles Berry, when he joined us Monday on the Delcor Players Lounge, says he's ready to hop on a plane, do a little traveling, just to break up the monotony, I guess. Four in a row.
Monotony.
Yeah, you like that word?
I like it.
It's a good word. Monotony.
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 I think I'm going to head over to Freeboot after this.
Cool.
Check out the scene. I have not been in Greenville for the past couple of Fridays, and it's great to be back, Clip, and it is my birthday weekend, so I'm going to get it kicked off at Freeboot.
What's what's your most memorable birthday gift?
I got a limo.
Okay. I think you're trying to tell me you rode in a limousine?
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't get a limo.
My parents got me a limo, and we went to a restaurant with me and my buddies. When I think I turned 15.
KFC?
No, it was a wing spot.
Awesome. When you turned what?
It was like, I think I turned 15.
So you and buddies?
Mm-hmm.
Man, was that cool?
So cool.
Did you think you were like...
It was a vibe.
It was a vibe? Yeah, that's pretty neat.
And then, let's see, one of my birthdays, we went down to Carolina Beach where we have a place. And we went down there to watch ECU versus Virginia Tech. ECU knocking off the Hokies that day in 2014. And when we got to our condo, there was a white Jeep sitting there under the carport. And I said, whose is that? And they said, it's yours.
Where is it now?
I don't have it.
Yeah, that's cool.
My first car was a white, I think 1990 soft top Jeep.
So you've been a Jeep guy your entire driving life,
and I probably will.
You gonna stick with it?
Jeeps are awesome.
Awesome. Robert says if you go over to Free Boot Friday, make sure you hit the Y'all Eat Yet trailer.
Yes,
I would agree with that. That's a buddy. I guess he's an acquaintance, more of a friend that runs that food truck, and it is dynamite. I always get the pork on top of the fries, and it's got like cheese and barbecue sauce and awesome stuff. Shirley, before we get out of here, for Robert Matthews, he's asking if we have any John C. Moore audio. I know
I just played it.
Oh, you played the liner coming into the show?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. Can you play it on the show, or is that too much?
I mean, I can play it again. The liner.
Hit it again. This is all we have.
It gives me chills.
Robert, of John C. Moore saying first down Pirates.
Pirate Radio.
Here it is a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
Yeah, so that's the audio we have of John C. Moore. He wanted to hear that, his son hear that. So legendary John C. Moore.
That crowd pop saying Pirates is bone chilling.
All right. Good deal. Chandler, we will not see you tomorrow. Have a happy birthday.
I appreciate that, buddy. And we will be tuned in to the Bud Light pregame tailgate, which starts at 2 o'clock. And then after the show, tune in and let your voice be heard on the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Call-In Show. And I will be back next Saturday for ECU versus South Florida, the first road trip for the Pirates. And maybe, just maybe, it's not official yet, but maybe a watch-along. We will see. But, I will be back here next Saturday for game day coverage.
Shirley, we'll be hanging out with you all day tomorrow.
Yep, I'll be here.
CJ, happy game day to you too. Have a good game day. And folks, can't wait to talk to you at 2 o'clock Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate and after the game U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Call-In Show. And we'll see you back here Monday at 3 on Pirate Radio Live. So long, everybody.